Do-do-do-do-do.
The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Oh, they definitely got you. Yeah, that's getting close. All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Hoodie, the Headband podcast show. It's your boy Bryce, and I'm joined by no other than my brother
Tariq.
Tariq. We at the top of a new week. How you feeling, my boy?
It's been a day, bro.
Talk about
Like
it.
I'm talking about, like so cold outside that I want to fight the air
You want to
stuff.
fight the air? You want to you try to squabble up with Jack Frost?
Bro, this is a different type of cold. I don't think y'all understand, bro. I really don't think y'all understand. This cold.
I mean, I understand. I've dealt with it before, but
You dealt with snow damn near every week for 2
well, not
months
every,
straight.
not to that severity. But I'm saying I've dealt with being in those conditions before, not for an extended period of time, of course, but
It's 20 degrees.
dealt with it. Yeah, it's cold.
They talking about snow tomorrow again. I'm tired of this, bro.
Bro, it's not a snow
I got
warrior.
not at all. I lived in the South my whole life. This ain't it, bro. I'm not built for it. Say what you want. I'm not built for this cold, bro. I can't do it, bro. It's no. But all in all, I'm doing pretty good. UConn got a dub,
That they
big
did.
dub,
We'll be talking
straight
about that in a little
BTA,
bit. Yep.
and then them Longhorns got a nice little dub at the crib too. So, nice little weekend. All-Star weekend was straight. I don't think there was any wrestling. Oh, AEW's little event was cool. Got another dub. We went 4-1 now. I think 4-1. We lost the first game, won 4 straight. Um, so yeah, man. All in all, doing pretty good. Can't complain. Damn, I'm hearing crazy. How about you, buddy?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't complain as well, bro. It's been a cool
He
week with
said, "You
basketball.
ain't gonna ask me."
It's been a cool week with basketball, man. I've enjoyed um since last Thursday, man. We talked about UCLA and UConn. I mean, not UConn. UCLA and USC. Get my U's mixed up. UCLA and USC game was electric between Juju and Lauren Betts and them. Always a good matchup out of LA. Juju did her thing. Masterclass performance, bro. Legendary
Sure.
performance. Like when we talk about Juju Walker's and her collegiate career, this is one of the games we will talk about. But we'll talk about that shortly. All-Star weekend was in my opinion. We could talk about that shortly. Duke is on top of things. They playing well. It's good. I mean, it's cool. Kind of excited for the second half of the NBA season. Was watching what's the name of the thing? It's something for gold. What is the name of the new Netflix doc, bro?
Going for gold, chasing gold.
No. Netflix. Court of Gold.
Court of Gold.
Court of Gold. That's the so it's a docu-series, 6 episodes. I'm already on finished episode 1, was on episode 2 before we got on here. And it details, I like how it detailed the whole Olympics instead of just the USA. Like going into, I thought it was a USA dot, like just another like USA doc or whatever, but it documented like everybody, like well, not everybody, but it followed mainly USA, Canada, France, and Serbia. So look to see, man. Gonna definitely finish that within the next 24 hours, probably. So outside of that, man, I've just been living. Know what I'm saying? Just been going. I don't want to say going through the motions, but just been doing me, man. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, man, like Tariq. Oh, I just looked at this and just got reminded. We gonna talk about this South Carolina UConn game. first and foremost, before we talk about this game, it was in South Carolina, and as many of y'all know, I live in South Carolina. All right, for preface, let's preface that, right? I wake up Sunday. I didn't go to church. I know it's bad on me. Um, but my pops, he, I don't know. Pops is just doing him, right? And so I wake up. I finally get out of bed like 11:30. Pops is FaceTiming me, right? So I'm thinking like, oh, he about to come home soon or something, whatever the case is, right? I answer the phone. Bro got Colonial Life Arena behind. He got AJ in the background. I'm sitting here behooved. Like, I was so mad at my dad. So mad. He was just like, look, he was like, hey, look, man. Hey, look, I'm at the game, man. You see, Final Four. They got the court from the Final Four in the lobby from when they won, right? That's the one they won, right? I'm just sitting there like, yeah, that's the center court. Yeah, man, check me out, B. Check me out. I'm at the game, B. I'm at the game. You think I want to wake up Sunday morning to that? Keep in mind the game started at 1. He there 11:30.
See, that's where y'all complete opposites. Because we're not gonna talk about what time we was getting there when we was in Greenville.
We got to the games on time, if you ask me. We ain't missed nothing. We ain't miss our
Now
whole. We ain't miss.
Are you gonna tell the people? Are you gonna tell the people what our goal was before we got to Greenville?
To shoot content, which we did.
Interview people before games, in the stands.
Yeah.
Did we do any of that?
Partially no, because
we got there late.
Partially because we got there late. Second part was we didn't know who to talk to or how to talk, or like we kept getting denied when we.
If we got there early enough,
we probably
we would have gained enough confidence.
Yeah.
To go up to people and be like, yo,
you know,
but yo. But yo, nah, I ain't even gonna go too far.
We good.
We good.
Hey.
But the ones who know, no.
Listen, the ones who know, I'm late to everything. I'm late to everything. I'm not even gonna mention how late I was to work this morning, but
you late every day, brother.
That's about
the job don't move.
Listen, that's what Lee said too. She was like, I was like, my fault for coming in late. She's like, you say that every day. I'm like, I have a new reason every day. We don't really do. I amaze myself. I amaze myself at the different amount of reasons I'm late for. Like, it's bad. I've been trying to work on being more punctual this year. That's been one of my resolutions. I've failed miserably, but I'm still trying. The year ain't over yet, so.
The year ain't over yet? My nigga ain't no, hell no.
The year ain't over yet. We in February. We still got. We got 10 more months.
Bro.
10 more months. Got 10 more months for me being punctual.
The job don't move. The job don't leave.
Okay.
If I'm not 10 minutes early, I'm late.
Okay.
The fact that you like
move differently
late every single day is crazy to me.
And we could talk why off air.
You already know I know why, so we don't gotta do that.
All right. So, anyways, back to the story.
when you just said when you was talking about your dad and being mad that he was at the game, and you said just getting out of bed at 11:30 on a Sunday, that's crazy.
I mean, it is, yeah. I mean, I was watching church from the crib for one, so I that's why I was kind of in bed. Cause I was watching church from the crib for one, and then for two, I was just, yeah. Well, no, I was actually still in bed when he called. I got out of bed to appear that I was.
No, that's crazy.
I turned the light on it. Oh man!
Oh no, we got it.
I got up. I turned the light on before I pressed answer, dog. But yeah, no, back to the story.
I'm gonna send this to him.
Bro was just like, yeah, man, I'm at the game, man. Check me out, B. I'm at the game. I'm sitting there, I'm just like, bro, you serious right now, bro? He's like, well, you alright? You good? You had a rough night? I'm just like, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm feeling right now. I'm pissed off because you at the game, man. Ain't want to tell nobody until you get there. You at one of the matchups of the year, not necessarily the game of the year by any means. This is not a game of the year contender at all because of what happened. Because we'll talk about what happened in a second. But leading up, this matchup was one of the matchups highlighted, circled, highly ticketed games. Like what?
Looking at my end on the stream, that shit look crazy.
Oh yeah. You kind of pixeled out a little bit over here too. I ain't gonna lie, gang.
Damn. But I'm clear on my. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's
It's
going
how
on.
you was that one day.
Right, but no.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. I'm just like, man. I like. I hung up. Right. I was like, bro, enjoy the game, bro. He was like, no. And then he was like, man, you had to work anyway. You couldn't get off. You couldn't get off, right? You got to work today, right? I'm just like, yeah, that makes it no better that I got to go to work. You at the game that I want to be at. Makes it no better. I have to go to work. Come on, like, what are we talking about? Anyways, so then he called me again and was like I don't text Siri, told him about it, called me again and was like, yeah, man, I came up here for the weekend, yo, I'm staying up here too, y'all. I mean, be like, yo, I mean, we'll come to another game for the season. It's like 4 games left for the season. He said, yeah, we come to another big game before the season then or sometime soon. What other big game is there? That's the biggest game they got left until the tournament. And then bro was like, add salt in the wound, insult the injury. Bro was like, yeah, the hotel I'm staying in, UConn staying in too. I was like, Dad, enjoy the game. Hung up right there. I was like, bro, if you see Paige, say what up, but enjoy the game. But I did come home to whatchamacallit. I did come home to some goodies from Colonial Life Arena. Got a poster with Squad on it.
That's cool. That's good.
And got a t-shirt. It says Uncommon. Definitely gonna wear that to hoop soon. But yeah, let's get into the game though. As Tariq mentioned, belt to
booty.
Yeah.
Straight belt to booty.
Cut the behind. Statement
belt
dub
to
from Yeah. You keep it PG. Straight dominating performance by UConn, man. AZ Fudd had a terrific game.
28.
Whatchamacallit? That was another thing. He was impressed by. I think that was his first time seeing AZ Fudd, and he was like,
"Oh yeah, she did be hurt a lot, so that
yeah." And he was like, "Bro, she nice." He's like, "Yeah, Paige didn't even have like a crazy game. It was all her." I was like, "Yeah, she like that." So
hold on now. I will say we need to give major props to Ashlyn Shade.
Yes.
And Janet Offie, because that first quarter, in it, I want to say most of that first half, Ashlyn Shade's threes got things going. Janet Offie's physicality and attention to detail. She had a little crossover. Boy, she started dribbling. I said, no. And then she yanked her. I said, lay that thing. I said, Janet. That's what I want to see. But yeah, man, just major shout outs to Ashlyn Shade and Janelle Offie because they really were the start. They really were the kickstart to this. AZ Fudd started out shooting the ball really, really poorly, and then just couldn't miss in the second half. So I can't remember exactly what she was. I think she might have been like 1 for 9, 1 for 10 in the first half. And they were all good shots. None of them were forced. She was getting like nice mid-range pull-ups and things like that. So I think that's what helped her confidence going into the second half is like, I'm getting the shots I want, and they're just not falling right now. And she said she missed every shot during shoot around during halftime. So she said they either mean she was gonna make them all or miss them all. And clearly she made them all.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she got hot and the game was out of hand pretty quickly in the second half. And it was just at a certain point, it was just South Carolina trying to make the score look better than it was. Uh, Very uncharacteristic game for South Carolina, in my opinion. Very shocking effort from them, performance, I should say. I don't want to say they didn't bring the effort, but the performance is definitely shocking. This is a loss that I haven't seen South Carolina have, and I couldn't tell you last time South Carolina lost a game like this. So, UConn is obviously talented, but not talented. Not that much more talented than South Carolina, where they beat them by almost 30 points at home. Uh, South Carolina ends their 71 game home game winning streak, which was fourth all time, which is crazy to say. Somebody wins 71 straight games at home, and it's like not even top three in terms of all time records. I think
Yeah.
UConn's got two, and then Stanford has another. So,
Hmm.
yeah,
It's
just
funny to say
definitely.
that
Oh, go ahead.
my fault, but
No, go ahead.
during the broadcast, obviously, um, the announcers are gonna talk about historical things and bring up these stats. And Ryan Ruocco was bringing up the fact that the 71 game home win streak was in jeopardy. And it was like when the game was like it was like a 20-point game. And it was like the fourth quarter. It was like Ryan Ruocco was making it seem like it was still a close game. And it's like, bro, this game was over in the third quarter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm watching this. This game was this game was over at halftime, damn near. Like, and Ryan Ruocco told us, oh, the 71 game home streak is 71 home game streak is out. It's on the line. We'll see if it survives this game. It's not surviving, man. That it's on life support, all right.
Life support is
And Paige and AZ cut the water off, man.
That's a fact.
Like, come on, man. If any time for y'all had to have UConn bias, I know y'all was in Columbia, but if there's any time for y'all to have UConn bias, that could have been the time right there to talk about it. Y'all could have talked all this stuff about how UConn, they're a complete team this year, or they're healthy this year. And I mean, which they did mention that through the broadcast. But like, I don't know, man. Ryan Ruocco just gets repetitive.
Yeah, I mean, the play-by-play guys always have to try to pretend like the game's not over with. Just because if they do and that team comes back and wins, then they look really stupid. I heard Mike Breen say that during Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart's podcast, where he was saying like early in his career he thought the game was over a couple of times, said it was over, and then the other team came back and won.
Believe me, I wish.
And you also want to keep people tuned in.
That's it. I said, believe me, I was hoping there was hopes of any type of comeback to come from this game. Like,
you were, huh?
Third quarter, maybe fourth, for the sake of the game. I like good basketball. I like good basketball.
Gotcha. I see.
Like, it was good to watch UConn play the way they did, but I rather it have been a better game.
Like, I bet you would.
Better quality game.
I bet you would.
Bro, you know I rock with UConn too. Like,
I'm
getting to the point where I'm not about to be a fan of anybody and just
stay on that side. Stay on that side. What y'all say? Stay on that side. Stay on that side. Were you celebrating when y'all won the chip last year?
Remind me, was I celebrating?
Go Cubs. With South Carolina football one, what was you doing?
Spurs up.
Oh, okay. But now all of a sudden they get that BTA put to them. and now all of a sudden I'm gonna stop being a fan. Why we capping now? Who's your favorite women's basketball player right now
Like in college or pros?
in the pro?
And in pros, Asia Wilson.
What school she went to?
She went to South Carolina.
Where are you from?
I'm from New York.
Liar.
No, I
And
just
I'm
feel like
clipping that. I'm clipping that, and I'm putting it just a small sound. I'm from New York. Yeah, I'm on you. Pause. Like, see, I told y'all.
I feel like being funny here.
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from South Carolina.
What do you rep? Ja, Zion, Chris Middleton. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
shout
lie.
out to the
Yeah. And
guys.
where they from? And where they from?
South Carolina. Don't forget Nick Claxton,
Oh, okay, okay.
Noah Clowney,
Oh, okay.
Clowney,
Oh, okay.
Bryce
So what you
McGowan.
telling me is Spurs up.
Spurs up, baby.
The Spurs got put to sleep. The Spurs got put back in the boot. Stop playing with me, bro. Acting like, oh, I wish it was a better game. I bet you do, but it wasn't. They got their ass kicked,
Listen. I
and
can
that's
handle.
okay.
I can handle loss. I can handle loss. You know.
Yeah, because you deflect, act like it didn't matter, but it did.
I mean, it does matter. A loss is a loss. We talk about all the time
All
how
right.
a position matters and stuff in college basketball. Wins like this matter. Like games like this matter when it comes down to when it comes time to talking about seeding and talking about ranking and talking about how we view a team based on their wins this season. Like if South Carolina would have won this game, this would have been looked at as an impressive victory for them. Just like it looks like an impressive victory for UConn.
More than impressive.
Sure.
When the last time somebody beat them at home?
71 games ago.
NC State.
Yeah.
The freshies were freshmen. It's the last time they lost at home.
The freshies were freshmen. That's crazy.
At least that's what Don said. Don
Yeah.
said the last time was when the freshies got cooked at home by NC State. That's what Don said.
See, that was like
But
almost 5 years
the
ago.
timeline not adding up though, because they got to play like, I guess they only play like 12 or 13, maybe 14. I guess the timeline might add up. I don't know. But either way, shout out UConn. Shout out to AZ for 28 points
Big
again.
shout out to AZ
28
Flood.
points,
It was the
50% from
AZ
the
Flood
field, 60% from
NASCARs.
three. And it was really, they had two good games after the Tennessee game. And I tweeted out that this is the type of games that they needed. I even talked about it last week on the pod. It's like they both needed to show up. They both needed to be at their best to win. Now, Paige wasn't necessarily at her best, but she did everything else so well that she still ended up helping her team. And some of the early transition shots that she was getting early in the game opened up the floor for everybody else. Again, Ashton Shea was incredible in the first half. KK Arnold came in and gave him great minutes. Sarah Strong was really good, even though she didn't get the ball a ton, just because they made an emphasis to make sure that she didn't get the ball as much. She still ended up with 16 and 13, 4 assists. They just moved the ball really well. They played good team basketball. They made shots. And that's really what it comes down to. They made 13 threes on 46% shooting. South Carolina made just 3 on 17 shots. South Carolina did not have enough shot making in this game. And that was the one thing that I've been asking about all season long is if they're going to have enough shot making, if they're going to have a go-to player that they can trust to go get a bucket. Tahina Paopao was that early in the game, and you could see the emphasis that they had on her because she made, I think it was her second 3 that she made, and Gino and the assistant coaches almost lost their minds after she hit that 3 because it's in their minds, that's the only player we told y'all that's in the starting lineup to watch from 3. That's the only player we told y'all to worry about from 3. And you let her give you 2 in the first probably 5 to 6 minutes of the game. So they definitely put more attention to detail on that. Bree Hall made 1. and that was it. Tahina made 2, and then Bree Hall made 1. Bree Hall only had 7 points. Raymond Johnson didn't score at all. Only had 3 assists. Sanaya Fagan had 4 points in 13 minutes. Chloe Kitts had 6 points on 8 shots. Malaysia Fulwiley had 11 points. And then Joyce Edwards had 17 and 5.
George
So it's
Edwards is so
like,
tough.
yeah. Really what it comes down to is South Carolina has to play their style of basketball. Keep everything within the flow that they want it to be, because if you get out and run, they don't necessarily have the scoring to keep up. They have the depth, they have the talent to keep up, but I don't know if they have the prerequisite scores that they need to be in games like this. You need consistency, and on the offensive end, they haven't had that, and a lot of times they can just out talent some other teams. But when the talent is even, that's when I'm looking to see, okay, what does it look like? Because they've been dominated in the paint against Texas twice. And in this game, they got outshot crazily from the 3-point line, at least. And like Tina said, they got punked, but I think it was more than that. I think it just comes down to level of confidence in yourself and in your shot making ability. And I feel like for some of them, it's just not there. I don't think there's enough confident players in their shot making ability on the floor at all times. There was a stretch where their best lineup would have been Chloe Kitts, Joyce Edwards, Malaysia Fulwiley, Tahina Pow, and Tessa Johnson. Bump the defense. I don't care what the defense does. I don't care. You got to put your best 5 offensive players out there at some point and just see what happens, because you're putting yourself in a hole. Tahina Pow had to play all of the first quarter and then like 6 or 7 minutes of the second quarter, just because they needed someone that could shoot, and they needed someone that could create a shot for herself and others, and they didn't have that, unless her Malaysia was on the court. And that's the only thing that I feel like holds South Carolina back from winning the championship is, do they have somebody they can trust? Because it's not like, okay, but they have somebody in the post that they can go to. Like I don't think they have either that they like consistently trust. Like, all right, this is our focal point of the offense. And I asked that early in the season. I'm still asking that in February, and I feel like that's a problem.
Yeah. As opposed to other South Carolina teams we've seen in the past, they've always had that one go-to person. Um, but they haven't had that this year. Last year they had Camilla, who you kind of played through, and was a consistent part of your offense. You had the
Mm-hmm.
freshies, like their senior season, where they had options where Ali can get things going, or Zaya Cook, she can get things going on her set up opportunity for herself. And I mean, you can go on and on with the list of women that are in the W now that were parts of these championship caliber teams or championship squads, and were difference makers. And like the thing that was consistent with them was that they had people that can make plays. This team is kind of lacking that. I mean, you have Malaysia Fulwiley, who comes off the bench and gives you instant offense. Um, you got shooters like Tahina and Tessa. You got Chloe, who's good in the mid range, but it's like none of it is really at a high clip. You know, it's like at times in this game, it's kind of like they struggled and honestly got complacent, but just they didn't look like they're themselves. Like kind of lost their identity in this game. Like you can even see the body language, and like you can just see how Dawn Staley looked throughout this game. She looked pissed.
Mm-hmm.
She was not happy at all.
She sat down and stopped coaching very early on.
Yeah, and that's not
Like
like
by
Dawn.
a couple minutes into the third, she sat and didn't say much of anything.
That's not like Dawn, bro. Like, no. Everybody know Dawn is vocal and active on the sideline. Like, all that, bro. It just South Carolina did not look like themselves at all. And I would have seen if this was on the road in stores, but this is in CLA. This is in South Carolina. You at home in front of fam performing like this?
Front applies.
Come on now. With the
He said
pressure
Aaliyah
cooker.
Boston implies front row.
Come
And
on
then he
now.
gonna tweet, "This is why I love this team." All right, bro. Let's not cap now. Come on now. You love this team because they win. Let's not act like them getting put BTA put to them. This is why I love this team. Yeah, all right. Let's not cap now. But yeah, it's just not a. And Dawn said, she said it on the college game day set where she said this team is facing internal pressure instead of they don't listen to the external, but they have put pressure on themselves to reach a certain standard, to reach a certain level. And this is still one of the most talented teams in the country, if not the
Oh, for
most talented
sure.
team in the country.
Yeah.
Ashton Watkins getting hurt definitely hurts,
Yeah.
but you still
Yeah.
have Malaysia, Tessa, and Joyce that you can bring off the bench and feel comfortable with. You still got Maddie McDaniel who's come off the bench and giving you good moments all season. So it's not like they're missing for talent.
Mm-hmm.
It's just they were able to rely on their defense so much in years past, and
Yeah.
this year, not saying that they can't, but in these types of games, the defense is only going to get you so far,
Yeah.
and
I
that
will
defense
say,
isn't as elite as it's been in the past.
yeah.
You don't have a Bree Bill
No. I said
or Camilla.
their 3 championships came from having a defensive like unit, a defensive anchor
Yeah,
for one, and then perimeter
a
defense.
focal point.
Yeah, focal point. It was Asia. It was Aaliyah. And it was Camilla. Well, Aaliyah and
Mhm.
Camilla for that
Yeah,
that second
I was
one,
about to say
and then
one
it
of the
was
years it
Camilla
was
for
Aaliyah
that
and
last
Camilla.
one. Yeah.
Say,
So
oh, all right, Aaliyah coming out the game, but here come Camilla. Oh.
and it's like I.
Feel like
They
LeBron when he
had
told Kawhi.
hype back then, man. Cause what was I think Victoria Saxon, another one,
Hmm.
another player, real tall. Like they had that presence
And
down
Letitia
low.
and me here.
Yeah.
They was cheating. No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, man. I think this team does have the potential to get back to that. And as far as like being, or as far as having an offensive like a consistent offensive option, I think Joyce Edwards can be that down the line, like maybe next year if she just continues to work, or if Malaysia for a while gets more playing time. I feel like if she gets more discipline on offense, and because
Well,
I
it's
see
really the defense that keeps her out the game, I feel like.
that too, because like Dawn talked about it last year, or it was what game was it? She didn't play. I think it was a Duke game. She didn't play a lot last year,
Hmm.
and it was like, yeah, I mean, you got to play defense. Like she just straight up
Yeah.
said, like she wasn't playing that much that game because she doesn't play a lot of defense. So I mean, a lot of this stuff can be worked on over the summer, uh, as they continue to progress. It's like those are things that can change. I mean, you got a freshman and a sophomore, um, that were the best players coming out of their classes in the state, and I feel like that can work together some way somehow. You still got Raven Johnson for another year. You got Chloe Kitts for another couple years. Like, yeah. So I mean, this team will be fun. They only got too crazy of a schedule left. Last ranked opponent they got to play against is Kentucky, their last game of the season, and after that it's the ACC. I mean, not ACC. Whoa, been doing too many Duke previews. It's the SEC tournament, which I mean, you got in the SEC, you got LSU, who's a contender. You got Texas. You got Tennessee, who's tough. You got, and then you got South Carolina, and it's like
Like Kentucky, Alabama,
Kentucky,
Oklahoma, Ole Miss,
Ole Miss. Ole Miss is
Vanderbilt.
gonna give you
Oh,
trouble.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah. So it ain't smooth sailing, but they're gonna be tested before the tourney starts, and it's gonna help. It's gonna help them out more than anything. So, but yeah. Moving on to, well, you got any last thoughts on UConn, South Carolina before we move on?
Mm-mm.
All right, moving on. Battle LA. Juju, Jadea, Skies, Watkins showed us once more, why she the one and not the two, even though she wear 1-2. All right, 38 points. I'm trying to see if I can remember the stat line. Once it was 38 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, nine blocks, no 8 blocks. Mine in there. It's not an arm's reach, but yeah, we here with it. Let me double check, make sure that stat line is correct, because we gotta come correct when it comes to Juju.
She had 38.
38, yeah, I
Look,
said it right. I said it right. 38 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 blocks. 8 blocks is a freaking guard. It's freaking insane, bro. Like, I mean, Juju's a tall guard. She's what, 6'2", 6'3"? She's a tall guard. So,
about that, yeah.
but she got after it on both ends of the ball, bro. Like, in these rival games, bro, like, I think she had. I mean, I know in the Stanford game, she was a woman on a mission, and was just locked in completely. But I think she was more locked in this game than she was in that Stanford game last year. Like, Battle of LA, first Big Ten matchup between the two of them. Um, at home against the number one team that were undefeated up to that point, and you just spoil it. Like, at one point, she had 19 points while they had 18, and this was in the first quarter. She outscored the whole team. She outscored the number one team in the nation in the first quarter. Don't play with that girl. She's not one of them. Like, she continues to prove me right every time. Every time she steps out on the floor, she continues to prove me right. I said it last year that she is on the trajectory to being up there with you know who. Well, you know who, the you know who's of college basketball. Them legends. She already been stamped by many of the legends. By Cheryl Miller, Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, by all of them. Complete mass class from Juju. Complete mass class from Juju. But shout out to USC. Definitely a big win for them, as they, trying to solidify their case and try to solidify their spot this season. They're a contending team for sure. I know 2 weeks we'll talk more about this. Y'all be on the lookout for that. We talk in depth about it a little bit later. But yeah, legendary performance. Not eight blocks. 8 blocks. And she blocking Lauren Betts.
Some of them was fouls.
I'm not going to debate it. I'm not going to debate it.
I'm just keeping it in the book.
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck with me. Keep it a buck with me.
Ah.
It's questionable. It's arguable. It wasn't blatant, but Juju had a block party in SoCal.
Nah, for sure. She definitely cooked up. The play in the first quarter where she fell but kept dribbling the ball and then got up and shot a three, I said, yeah, it's one of them nights. Because no way she out there and one mixtape, straight professor and hot sauce, and then pick it to get up, size up, and like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up and hit this three. Bow. I said, oh no, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. And it was interesting, like how both teams had runs and had leads, and then gave them up. Yeah, I feel like this needed to happen for UCLA, though, in my opinion. Like, I think it's better that they lose a game like this and feel like and have to come back and have to answer the call, which they did against Michigan State without Lauren Betts. Um, just because you don't want to go into the tournament, no losses, haven't really I don't want to say haven't had to face any adversity, but haven't had to answer a loss, haven't had to come back from when you feel like, all right, we feel defeated, or like, okay, we did this earlier in the season and we ended up losing. So we have to make sure that we don't do this again. That kind of thing. If you win all the way into the tournament you don't have any losses to come back on, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but it's also like, okay, we lost one to a great team. We know what we did wrong, and we know what we did wrong, and we know we can do better. And now we can make sure that we harp on those things. Um, but yeah, just absolute masterclass from Juju Watkins. I mean, she scored 38 out of 71 points. Um, every how, bro. She's a sniper, bro. Like every time she shoots the ball, I feel like it's going in. And Kaylee Heckle, she's a dog, a
Most definitely.
dog, just fast as hell. Kennedy Smith is a problem. Uh, like stat sheet ain't gonna tell you enough.
No,
Usually I watch the game
you
because
got to. You got to.
Kennedy Smith is gonna just she's gonna do so many things on the court that you can't teach,
Yeah.
and that just
Most people
comes to her
won't
naturally,
touch you have to have half of what happens when she's out there.
100%.
Definitely an impact
And they did
player.
this with Kiki Uriaf going 4-14. So
Yeah.
I mean, and LSU, I mean UCLA didn't play bad. I mean,
No.
they just they got hit with a bus saw. Honestly,
Ooh, excuse me.
bless you.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah, I mean Lauren Best wasn't as efficient as she normally is. She
Hmm.
went 5 of 13. Kiki Rice was 4 of 10. Lane Jones was 3 of 10. Gabby Hackers was 2 of 8. But
Ooh,
I
ooh.
mean, they obviously could have shot the ball better. They shot 35%, but a lot of that's got to do with USC's defense. Um, but at the same time, there's shots that they could have made that they didn't. So I can't wait to see the rematch in UCLA Pauley Pavilion.
Yes, sir.
Let's
In
see it.
2 weeks, man. In 2 weeks. I would say that is USC's biggest test after this. They beat Washington Sunday. They got Michigan State tomorrow, and they got Illinois this upcoming Sunday. And then you got Then you got UCLA to end the season before the Big Ten tournament. UCLA, on the other hand, their schedule, they have Iowa. No, they have Illinois, Iowa, Wisconsin, and yeah, and their season at home against USC. Um, but yeah, I agree with you there, man. I think that this loss helps them out, like kind of brings them back down to earth. Um, which could be good and could be bad. Good because it's like it helps you regain a little bit of focus. You play with a sense of urgency next time out, and you like, things ain't sweet. Like
I
I think
agree.
about that with some of the top teams in the nation throughout the year. How they felt after their first loss or receiving their first loss, and how they came out afterwards. So um, definitely want to look at to see how they come out in these games. I know Iowa is a tough team to play against. Well, they've had an up and down season, but they played. They beat USC at the crib. So that's definitely something to watch out for. They definitely have what it takes to get an upset. Um, and then obviously looking forward to the matchup against to the rematch against USC. That'll be their last test before the Big Ten tournament. So definitely something to
I
watch
think
out
it played
for.
out the same way last year in terms of the the way they played. Like I think they played in the middle, and then they played at the end of the season. But I could be wrong.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, great game. Lived up to the hype. Um, both games last year, or actually, I think they played 3 times. All 3 games last
they
year were
did play
great.
3 times last year. Yep.
Um, and this one was no different. Just shout out Juju, man. I mean, she has solidified herself every single time that she's been called to. And it's honestly just super impressive.
Yeah. All right. Back to the SEC for this last game. We're gonna talk about in women's basketball. Texas beat LSU 65-58 at the crib. Um, Tariq, Does it speak more to Texas' ability to be a serious team, or does it speak to LSU's ability? Or does it speak more towards what am I trying to say here? Does this
LSU's
game speak more
inability.
towards Texas' ability of them being a serious team, or does this speak to LSU's lack of ability of being a serious team?
I think it's more about Texas, 100%. Um, Again, this is a well, I don't know why I said it again. I haven't said it yet, but this is a this is a Texas team that is known for their defense, and their defense kept them in it. I mean, that's really how they ended up winning this game. Their offense wasn't fantastic. Um, Madison Booker wasn't great. She struggled, especially in the first half. She ended up 3 of 17. Rory Harmon had 4 shots, but all 4 shots were huge shots. And they got great contributions from Jordan Preston and Brianna Preston. Or sorry, Jordan Lee and Brianna Preston. Kyla Odeaker came in and was able to, force double teams, and they're able to work off of that. But it really just came down to them being able to stop LSU from scoring for spurts at a time, um, and be able to just fight their way back, especially with that crowd behind them. Um, Flau'jae shot 6 of 17. Anissa Morrow went 6 of 15, and then Michaela Williams was 7 of 19. If your 3 best players shoot that many shots and not one of them are efficient, it's going to be hard to win that game. Um, they didn't play poorly. They just didn't make enough shots when it was time to. They shot 32% as a team and 25% from three. And I mean, it was just a dogfight. It was just a heavyweight matchup in terms of LSU, who also has a great defense, but is a high scoring offense, high scoring team. Texas, not a very high scoring team, and is going to put pressure on you throughout the game and just try to keep you at bay and keep you close. And then when it gets to that point in time, they feel like they have 2 players that can score late in the game, and Madison Booker and Rory Harmon. Rory Harmon doesn't have the craziest numbers stats wise, but when you watch the game, you see the impact she has. You see what kind of guard she is. You see the intensity she plays with, the energy she plays with, just the intangibles that she has. And she was able to knock down some mid-range jumpers late in the game, and um, she hadn't shot a ton going into that. She wasn't super aggressive going into those shots, but you have to respect her ability to score, and especially in big moments. UConn felt it a couple years ago when she gave them the business. Rory Harmon is a very steady guard. She's made for the moment, and Madison Booker is as well. I mean, I know shot 3 of 17, but she never shies away from being aggressive. She never shies away from going and getting and creating her shot. And the team needs that. If she doesn't, then this team is not one of the best teams in the country. And even if she's shooting the ball poorly, you still need her to be aggressive. You still need to look for those shots. You still need to take those shots so that pressure is still off of the rest of the team. Taylor Jones has been great, um, especially these last couple of weeks with South Carolina and then LSU. Um, Shea Holly didn't give them a ton. She only scored 2 points, only played 22 minutes. But again, when you can get contributions from everybody that steps on the floor, that's a great, great thing. When you get 4 players come off the bench and they all give you something. Then when Tonda came in and hit a mid range jumper, I was like, what? And that was a huge point in the game. I'm like, hey, they might have it because they're making a run. She makes that shot. I'm like, hey, Texas might really get this. And I just think they're able to score enough, but really it just comes down to them getting enough stops on defense.
Yeah, man. As Texas goes on throughout their season, they continue to show why they're a contending team, why they're one of the more serious teams in the nation, why they should be heavily respected by the nation. Madison Booker, a hell of a player, as you mentioned. I think the 1-2 punch between her and Roy Harmon is gonna take them far in this March. Um, Roy, seasoned vet, which I mean, this is weird to say in college, but I mean she's experience like an experienced guard who's played in big time games. That is definitely gonna help them out there. And just how they get after it defensively too, man. This has been a good team throughout the season, and they got a chance to make a good run. Um, I'll say for LSU though, um, I don't know. Some things come from like I feel like there's always been a story with LSU. It's just their strength of schedule. Like they'll play cupcake teams in non-con, and then come time to play teams in SEC play and I don't want to say get exposed, just get outplayed by their contemporaries, man. Like we've seen it happen against South Carolina a couple times. We've seen it happen against other teams, and it's like how can you build your team up for the moment if you don't get tested throughout the year? I mean, they won the championship a few years ago with Andrew Reese, and they had a great run and played a lot of great basketball during that time. But still, I mean, it'll be times like this where it's like you got to just prepare yourself for those moments.
Yeah, I feel like they've done a good job, even with not having the toughest non-conference schedule of being ready for the SEC and the style of play that they're going to have to play. Uh, they fared well against Tennessee. They fared well against Ole Miss. Obviously, they've had their troubles with South Carolina, but who hasn't? Um, Obviously, this is Texas' first year in the SEC, and then um, they fared well against Oklahoma as well. So um, all in all, they do well. I feel like they shouldn't overreact to this loss. I think they probably feel like if this was at LSU, they win, and honestly, that very well could be the case. But again, that's hypothetical, so we can't push that. But I will say I still feel confident in them being one of the top 6 or 7 teams to vie for the championship with
Yeah,
their scoring ability to rebound the ball, to defend, and just make plays. I mean, that's really what LSU has done. They play with a lot of intensity, play with a lot of effort, and they got a bunch of shot makers on the team alongside Anissa Mora, who can go get a rebound over anybody on any side of the floor, and it's just hard to defend. It's hard to stop.
indeed, indeed. Whatchamacallit? All right, so now we talked about some of these matchups that happened this past week and the shakeup that has happened. Um, and the throw, I mean, Notre Dame played a tough game against Duke last night as well. Taking a dub there, them being a new number one, taking all that into account, what team do you think has the best chance of being the championship at this current moment?
Uh, right now, right now, I think Notre Dame is the best team in the country. Um, just because the dynamic guard play is it's hard to stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's especially hard to stop both of them. And then the depth around it. And when I say guards, I honestly mean 3. I don't mean just Hannah and Olivia. When I say guards, I mean Hannah, Olivia, and Sonia.
Talk about it.
Because
Talk about it.
because I've been saying for the last 2-3 years that she is one of the most underrated players in the country.
Talk about it,
And
sir.
when you
I don't
put
think they
her
hear
out
you.
there,
I don't think they hear you, man. I don't think they hear you, man. Say it louder for the people in the back.
I'm not yet with this, but I'm just letting y'all know she is one of the best players in the country. Don't worry about, oh, we haven't heard her name. She doesn't have the
Hands
stats. I don't
down.
care. One of the best defenders in the country, one of the best
Hands
shooters in the
down.
country, can attack off the dribble, can create off the dribble, can play point guard, can play the 3, can play the 4, can play the 2. Like, she can do everything you need her to do, and she's going to do it at a high level and
Mm-hmm.
efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And you put that beside a Hannah Hidalgo, who is a absolute dog. You put her
Grr.
next to an Olivia Miles, who's a dog of a facilitator,
Grr.
and is shooting the 3 ball at a high clip.
Come
You
on.
got Maddie Westbeld, who can score from outside and in. And then you still got players off the bench like Liza Carlin. You still got Leatu King. You got Kate Koval. You got all kinds of players coming off the bench. You got all kinds of talent on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why they can't win a championship. I don't see why. The only thing is matchups. And that's going to be a big thing about what I talk about in this article is certain matchups will cause issues for other teams. UConn and Notre Dame, the advantage goes to Notre Dame because I don't think UConn has the guards to stop Olivia and Hannah. But if Notre Dame were to play South Carolina, I feel like that might go towards South Carolina because they have the perimeter defenders to slow them down.
Yup.
And I don't think Notre Dame has the post players to impact the way that Texas had in the 2 games they played. Now, what it will come down to is a Sonia and a Maddie stepping up and making plays against the secondary defenders
All it
because
takes is one game.
Breezy and Raven would be the primary defenders on Olivia and Hannah. That would leave Tahina and Sonia as I'm thinking that's an even matchup. And then you got Maddie and Chloe Kitts, and then you got Sanaya and Liatu King. So I think it comes down to matchups. But as far as who's playing the best right now, they're on an 18-game winning streak, I believe. As far as who's playing the best right now, who looks like the best team, they haven't lost since Maddie Westbrook's been back. I believe that Notre Dame is the best team in the country right now. But again, it's hard to say that because Texas just got two really good wins. Granted, Notre Dame beat them earlier in the season. Then you have UCLA, who only has 1 loss. USC just beat that team that only has 1 loss, but they lost to Notre
And they
Dame.
gonna want to
So
get their get back from earlier this season.
when you look at it, Notre Dame is the team right now. The only team they haven't beat that's up there, or the 2 teams they haven't beat, is LSU, and they didn't beat UCLA, obviously, but they didn't beat LSU or South Carolina, but they've beaten UConn, Texas, and USC. So they've got to get the nod.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you there, man. They've looked like the best team this season. Hannah Hidalgo looked like the best player this season. So I mean, you mix that with Olivia Miles, who's had a hell of a season, the best season of her career. Um, and then you got, as you mentioned, an experienced Sonia Citrona, experienced Maddie Westbelt. I think the experience is really gonna show out and come through and continue to be a pivotal factor for the team moving forward. Um, and they just, I don't know, they've kind of been underdogs for a while now. Like they were underdogs last year. I feel like going into the ACC tournament, they won that. Going into the big tournament last year, they made it to what, the lead 8, I believe. I don't think they
No,
were the
they
4.
made it to the Sweet 16, I believe, because
Okay.
or was it the Elite Eight? They lost to no, it was Sweet 16 because they lost to. Wait, did Oregon State make the Final Four? Because Oregon State beat them, and then Oregon State played South Carolina and lost.
2024.
Who did South Carolina play in the Final Four? Is my question. I think it might have been Oregon State. No, they played NC State. So
Oh, so
they
yes, I can
lost.
play
Notre
NC
Dame lost in
State
Sweet 16.
and beat Iowa.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Notre Dame lost to Oregon State in the Sweet 16. Oregon State went on to play South Carolina, and South Carolina played NC State. So yeah, they lost in the Sweet 16 last year, and I want to say the year before that too
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
to NC State. They lost in the Sweet 16. No, that was
No, they lost in the Elite
two.
Eight. They lost in the Elite Eight.
That was the year before. That was the year before because that
I
was
said
when
the
Raymond
year we
Perez got that
went,
steal
that's when
and
they
Darren
lost in the
Mabry
Elite Eight.
because Darren Mabry didn't play last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and Olivia Miles didn't play last year. So yeah, that would have been 3 years ago because they did make it to the Elite Eight because we watched them in Greenville.
Yup. Sure did.
And they almost had Maryland.
Yeah.
Wait, did they make it to the Elite Eight that year?
They made it to the Elite Eight.
That wasn't the Sweet
No,
16?
no, that was Sweet 16. Not Sweet 16. I'm tripping.
I
I
was about to
said
say because Maryland and
that
LSU
was
played.
Sweet 16 because Maryland played South Carolina in the Elite Eight game.
Oh yeah, they're
And
not.
that's
Yeah,
the game you got
LSU
mad.
played. Utah. Yeah, because they was out there hacking.
That's the game you got mad because of officiating and because of fam in the stands.
But I was mad before that because Maryland was hacking Notre Dame the game before, and
Yeah.
then or
They were
Maryland was
being a
getting to
little
the free throw line a
physical.
ton,
Yeah.
and then when they played South Carolina, it didn't get to the free throw line at all.
Yeah.
Didn't make any sense to me. But yeah, Notre Dame should at the very least be in the Final Four. Anything, anything, anything less than a Final Four appearance is a failure. I don't want to say a failure, but is a disappointment.
No, I definitely agree. I would
But
say Notre
before
Dame,
we completely,
and
okay, go ahead.
I would like to see USC make a run at a chip. Only because I mean they got close last year. They got an improved squad this year. I would love to see Juju Watkins hoist the trophy sometime in the
You know who
career.
I'm rocking with. Damn,
Uh,
I was gonna say, go ahead, bro. You know who I'm rocking with.
yeah.
UConn and whoever. We don't care who in there. Actually, no. We don't talk about it. I was gonna say UConn and UCLA because then whoever win, I feel good. I don't want to deal with more bets. Actually, bump it. We'll play UCLA.
Okay.
We'll play UCLA. I ain't worried. I ain't scared of nobody.
Man said he ain't scored.
I said I ain't scared. Like I know I'm playing. But
Right.
anyways,
Like you coaching.
all right, relax. Not too
I mean,
much.
you do that from the crib
Uh,
anyway. Man was
I said,
man,
you
man
saw
was
how I was on
standing
Sunday.
up. Man was
You saw how I
standing
was
up
on
before
Sunday.
we recorded our recap. They was standing up yelling, coaching. He's like, yeah. And I was not trying to hear that at 12:30.
He said at 12:30, like that's 1 in the morning. It's
Or
12:30, bro.
1:30,
That's
1:30.
afternoon, bro. Yeah, it
Bro,
was 1:30.
given the
That's
conditions I
afternoon,
was
bro.
in, I was not trying to hear that.
And whose fault is that?
Me, myself, and I.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
I
All
know.
right, what was that? Not BB Rexha. What's her name? It's just me, myself, and I. So all right,
You
who is
act like
that?
my coworker right now. If I'm referencing me, myself, and I, I'm referencing Beyonce Giselle Knowles, okay?
I know. That's why I said the opposite.
Oh my gosh.
That
Anyways,
song was actually
man.
stuck in my head the other day, just so you know. The
What,
Beyonce one.
Beyonce? Better be.
Yeah, I was like, what is this song
Me,
that's stuck in my
myself,
head?
and
And I'm singing it out loud, and I'm
I.
like, what song is this? And then I was like,
I ain't
oh,
even
it's
posted
Beyonce, me,
recently,
myself, and I.
dog.
And that's good. All
That is
right.
great. Because if I post it, that's a bad signal. I'm going through it.
I told you. I knew it. I said that a year ago, and you was like, nah,
Nah, I
nah,
just rock with the song. Nah. I look back at
capping.
my Spotify recap. That joint was 3.
Oh, nah, brother. Hey, BYU putting BTA right now, and I said that in the preview.
You did. You did. You
I
did. And
said if
I'll
Kansas
keep
don't
it
come
this.
out right, they getting ran out the building, bro.
Yeah.
They getting
And they're
ran out the
running them
building.
out the building. They started getting on an 8-on run.
And I know.
Started
And
getting on 8-on run, had to call timeout. Kansas had to call timeout.
in them comments talking about saying, can we get the other dudes back? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Come on
I
now.
know ball.
Give us a chance.
I don't need
Boy,
nobody to
I
give me a
think
chance.
I'm not even begging for a chance. Like, no. We already got our chance.
I'm gonna be here regardless.
Exactly.
So either get with it or get out. How
Yeah.
about that? But anyways,
Anyways, man. We
before
done
we
talked an
completely
hour.
move on,
Oh, go ahead.
Uh-huh. Gotta give somebody their flowers.
Go ahead.
Michaela Blake's
Yes.
55,
55.
a new record for a freshman in the game, and this is coming not even a month. It
It's
was
like 2
January
weeks.
30th. It was January 30th when she
Okay,
put
so 3
53 on
weeks.
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it about 2.5 because it ain't even 3 weeks yet. Honestly, I don't think because there's still 12 days left, so it would be 2.5. I want to
Oh
say.
no, correction. It was the 5th song on my Spotify rap last year.
But
But
yeah,
continue.
Michaela Blake's certified bucket. I don't want to say back to back. It was not back to back, but 2 50-point games in one season in your freshman season. is incredible, especially considering
how she did it.
you're the number one player. You're the number one person on the scouting report. Everybody knows exactly what you want to do. They know what shot you want to get to. They know that you're the focal point of the offense, and they still can't stop it.
Bro, she exploded for 30 points in the last 11 minutes of the game.
That's nuts.
The last 6 minutes of fourth quarter and the 5 minute overtime, she exploded for 30 points in that time period.
Yeah, they put BTA. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's honestly that's so damn impressive, bro. 30 points in 11 minutes. That's crazy. That's actually insane.
And I don't remember
Honestly,
the shooting splits in that time, but
they actually weren't bad.
it wasn't
I
bad.
was just looking at them.
I don't think she missed a shot in that period, maybe, or like she might have missed 2 shots in that period at the time.
I don't know the numbers for the time period, but um, I know she shot. I think it was like um, you got 15 to 28, which is better than 50%, and only made two threes. 55 points and only two threes. She did get to the free throw line 24 times.
Yeah, I peeped that as well.
So they out there hacking. They clearly cannot guard her. So
Hack Michaela.
uh, yeah, they just out there just fouling. And then the 53-point game, she was 16 to 24, which is insane, by the way. 16 to 24 on 53 points. She had five threes in that game and 18 free throws. Um, yeah, she's cold, bro. She's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
a problem for a long, long time. I know last year's freshman class was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But you got somebody dropping 50 balls on a normal basis, bro. Like, yeah, go ahead and get ready to learn Vandy, cause they gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Cause it ain't no way people not gonna play with her.
No. That's gonna
It's
bring in
no way
recruits. So
people
that's
are
gonna
gonna be
be
like, oh
definitely a
wait,
team to
hold on,
watch for years to come.
hey. And it ain't just her. Camille Pierre is out there
Mm-hmm.
playing great too in the post. So you got two players that are playing that well. It's gonna be players that want to come play with them. So uh, do not sleep on Vanderbilt. Do not sleep on Vanderbilt at all. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm telling y'all right now. And you know who the coach is. Wait, do you know who the coach is?
Wait, say it again. My fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up other stuff.
I said, do you know who the coach is?
Who the coaches for
You may
who?
not, and that's okay. For Vanderbilt.
I feel like I'm gonna know once you say it.
It is Shay Ralph.
Or you say who?
Shay Ralph came from UConn. So you know she know how to coach. Now let me chill. Um, but yeah, Vanderbilt's gonna be very tough uh to deal with over the next couple of years. But we spent a lot of time on women's basketball, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I love it. But there's some other things that we want to get into
Yes,
and
sir.
talk about.
Yes, sir. So wait, who's this? Oh. Um, excuse me. So yeah, transitioning over to NBA talk. This past weekend was All Star Weekend. Although I don't know, man. All Star Weekend lost something. You know, All Star Weekend used to mean something. All Star Weekend, like I don't know if it's because I'm grown, but
That's a part.
I
That's a part of it. Not a part. It's a part of it.
but like All Star Weekend just doesn't have the same like flair. It's like not the same hype towards it. Like it's just something missing. Still, it's been like this for the last 3 years. Like that last year when they did it in Indiana. Like that last year, the year before they did it in Utah. Um, I can't remember the last good All Star Weekend. I want to say
Chicago,
maybe 2020, 2020.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be 2020.
2020 was Aaron Gordon's dunk contest with Derrick Jones Jr. That was
Oh
the
yeah.
first Elam ending game. And then obviously that was the month after Kobe passed. So everybody played harder. Kemba played like 40 something minutes in that game and then didn't play
Who
for
was
the rest of the
the
season.
finals? I mean, not finals. Who was the MVP of that one?
The
Ooh,
2021, I can't remember.
I'm trying to think. Who was
Why
the
can't I
MVP of
remember
that
who
one?
won in 2020? That was in Chicago.
Was it in
Who would have
Chicago?
won that? Yeah, it
That
was.
was
2020 was
Chicago
in
because that was the
Chicago.
common intros.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
and I remember
Let
that's
me
when I was
see.
watching. I was still watching Joe Budden podcast, and they were joking off at the next episode. But I mean, the common intros are fire though.
2020. Oh, it was Kawhi.
Oh, oh
I definitely don't remember that.
no.
Well, I do, but like that wouldn't have been something that popped in off the top of my head. Because low-key, I thought LeBron had done,
Mm-hmm.
but uh, I do remember him being on LeBron's team, so that makes sense.
I don't know why I
That
thought it would have
hey
been
man,
Westbrook or something.
Kawhi was on a tear
Man
before
on a
the
mission.
injuries. You couldn't tell me that dude was the best player in the league, bro. I'm telling you, I was arguing with everybody. It's Kawhi, and then he made me look hella smart when he went to Toronto and won and shit. It's all good.
Yeah, but nah, man. Let's start with Friday, or you want to just get straight to it?
Straight to it, because
All right. So
one
I actually
one
want to kind
nothing
of
really
talk.
going
I
on
kind of want to
Friday.
talk through it a little bit, just smidgen. Celebrity game, eh. I mean,
It was cheeks.
yeah. Kai
Except
and
for
Drewski both had 4 points. I mean, me and Tariq
what's that
could.
actor's name?
What was the guy's name? Oh, I forgot his name for real. For real. He was cooking though.
He was doing some one-legged faders. I said, "Oh,
Which
he think he
McCall?
me?"
Oh, was it Rome Flynn? Ronnie Flynn?
Wrong Flynn.
Rome Flynn?
Wrong
Yeah.
Flynn. He thought he
Yes.
was
Yeah.
me
He.
with the one-legged step back.
I said, bro was out there cooking. Who else is out there
He was
cooking?
getting bogus.
Shout out to Rikia Jackson. She was
Uh,
out there playing
what
in the
was
game.
the track dude? The dude that played track or ran
I
that
forgot
runs
the
track
guy's
in the
name, but
Olympics.
I know the girl that was the track girl that was out there.
Masai Russell.
Masai Russell. Yeah, she's
Hmm.
fast.
Fast as hell. She beat that boy quick
Yo.
in that damn like the hurdles. She was
Yeah,
moving. I said, "Damn, that's fast."
yeah. But nah, I don't know. Just also just turned to like an influencer fest. Um, I thought Rising Stars was cool. Rising Stars was good. It was
Rising
decent.
Stars was good.
It always is. Nobody ever has a problem with Rising Stars. Never. Those guys go out there and play. You do USA versus the world. You do tournament style, whatever. Those guys go out there and play. All right, it's cool. It's good. They care. They got passion behind the game. All right. They give us good faith that the game is in good hands. Okay. Now the score limitations kind of hold back or just kind of just like yeah, you playing the 40, you playing little mini games and stuff, it's cool, but it's like it doesn't give us time to like create some of the moments we love about All Star. You know, like somebody's not gonna be able to drop 40 points by themselves or drop 30 in any of these games. Like it's not gonna be like a complete performance from this. This is just gonna be these mini games. You guys getting 10 to 15 points, maybe, or I'll say 8 to 12 points, probably. You get more than 12 points, and you in MVP conversation for the night. But like, yeah, man, just I mean, you got that. That was fun. That was cool. Saturday night, skills challenge. Chris Paul and Wemby try to cheat. Try to use
Yeah,
a
I ain't gonna lie,
loophole
that
with
was
the
weak.
rules. It was funny. It was funny. Cause I looked at it, I was like, bro, are they serious right now? Like, why are you just throwing balls?
I
John
can
said, all right, I
appreciate it
get it.
in Wimby's case
Yeah.
because he genuinely thought that was okay.
Yeah, you can get away with it.
But that Chris Paul, bruh, always trying to find a loophole. there and shoot the shots.
That
What is we
man
doing?
always knows is a stickler for the rules. Like always,
And I was
all that.
Donovan Mitchell. I was boo ass P. I was hot.
Yeah,
We was watching. What were we watching?
wasn't that AEW event or something like that?
Yeah, but I don't think we was watching that. It was something else that was
Okay.
on that we were watching. Oh, it was an NXT event. We was watching the NXT event,
NXT. Okay, I know it's a
and
wrestling event. I was watching.
yeah, and I'm looking and I'm like, no way they really doing this. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding. And I'm like, this shit is whack. We
Like
can't
part of
be
me
doing
liked
this.
it for the sake of like, all right, they kind of got a loophole here. But at the same time, part of me was like, this is why. Like, this is not what the skill challenge is about. Like, let's go back to individuals in the skill challenge again, man. The team stuff is cool. Let's go back to the individuals, okay? That's when things was fun. Like, I even like the bigs versus the guards format because that was fun too.
Yeah,
Yeah, Carl Anthony Towns winning it as a big. Like, that was cool to watch. That was fun.
Hey, we gonna put some respect on Cat because he won a skills challenge. He didn't win a 3-point contest. That boy was pulling for 40 in the All-Star game. Yeah, put some respect on him, bro. I'm tired of this shit.
Anyways, skills challenge. Whatchamacallit, who won that? The Cavs won that again. Well, not
Cavs.
again, but they won it. So shout out to them on that. Draymond messed it up. They probably would have won. Because most Moody cooked and killed his part of it. Draymond messed up on the damn pass.
Shocker.
And the shots.
Draymond messed up somewhere. Oh, shocker. Draymond missed shots. I'm so surprised.
It's no more shit. I
He's
ain't gonna
normally a
lie. I was kind of
knockout shooter.
skeptical. I was kind of skeptical of Draymond being selected to begin with. I'm like, what is this Warriors pairing, bro? Like, you got Potter Zipsky, who y'all hold on for dear life. Could have been part of it. Could have put Kaminga with it. Like, could have done one of the younger stars. Like, oh yeah, okay, he's hurt. Steph wants to just chill and be host. I mean, he did his thing in the actual game and won MVP, but like, we should have at least saw you Saturday night or something, you know. But and then the dunk contest. Matt McClung becomes the first ever to win to complete the three-peat. I don't know why I thought Nate Robinson did, but I think the White Howard beat Nate Robinson one of those times, and that's why he did it. I mean, Nate Robinson was the first to win 3, but Matt McClung was the first to win 3 in a row. So,
yes,
yeah. Dog, I didn't think bro could get any better, and I didn't think there would have been any better. But bro came out and did some things that what? I was blown away by every dunk he had. It's the Stephon Castle gave him a run for his money too. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we're not gonna sit here and just not talk about the dunks Stephon Castle did, because Stephon Castle did some things. Like, innovative. But ultimately, man, Matt McClung, dunk king, dunk champ. Yeah, he did it, man. 3P, bro. And he got the guys talking about coming back to the dunk contest, man. He got the guys that we want to see in the dunk contest talk about coming to the dunk contest.
I'm not trying to hear none of that.
He got them more talking. He got them more talking.
No.
He got them talking.
No.
All I said was he got them talking.
I don't care. I'm not. No.
I mean,
I'm not giving him no praise for
Gary Payton II watched
tweeting.
Braun lie about competing in the dunk contest in 2009.
Exactly.
Oh man, so I get it, but
Braun started all this shit. If Braun would have gotten the dunk contest back then, everybody nowadays would still be doing that shit, man. Michael did it. Kobe did it.
That's my only knock on LeBron not being the GOAT. He didn't do the dunk contest.
All right, well, I'm not gonna go that far.
Everybody that's considered as such.
So if he won the dunk contest, now he's a GOAT.
I don't say he's the GOAT, but I mean, it doesn't even. Kobe did the dunk contest. Kobe and Jordan both did a dunk contest. Those guys are regarded as GOATs, whoever you ask. Yeah, that's my
So
only
when
knock.
you and your
That's my
goat debate,
only. That's
you
my
be
only
like,
knock on Bron.
yeah, Bron got this. Yeah, but he ain't do that dunk contest though.
It's not he doesn't have a moment like that. Like Jordan
He
has his
don't need.
moment. Jordan
He
has his
don't
dunk
need.
contest moment.
Okay, but
Kobe
you
has
ain't
his
see that
dunk
shit
contest
live.
moment. I ain't had to see it live, but he has a moment. It's something that you look back on your career and it's a moment. Like when Kobe passed, and
Bron got hella
we were
moments.
looking back at Kobe's career. Dunk contest was a moment. We looking back
Bron
at
got hella
Jordan's
moments.
career. Dunk contest was a moment. So much so they made a shoe. They made a Jordan 3 remake of the Jordan
Bron got more moments.
3s, and there's a red line on the bottom of the shoe because that's where his toe was when he took off from the freaking free throw line.
Bron got more moments.
Because he played, in what, year 23? I would hope
First of all,
so. I would hope
fix your
so.
face.
I would
Fix
hope
your face
LeBron.
when you talk about LeBron. Fix your face when you talking about Bron. Wrong with you, bro? Oh, okay. You talking about the king, bro? Watch your mouth, bro. You better respect Bron. Wrong with you?
Where has this stance came from for you? No, I'm not
What
buying
you
this.
mean?
I'm not
It's always
buying
been
this from
respect the
you.
king.
I'm not
It's
buying
always
this
been
from
respect
you.
the
Who's
king.
your GOAT then? Who's your GOAT?
It might be Bron.
Also, it might be Bron.
It might be Bron.
Oh, you done changed up on me.
I ain't changing on
You
nobody.
done changed up on me. You was Jordan over Bron this whole time, and you was
That
one
was
of the
like
last
4
people
years
that thought
ago.
that. That was 4 years ago.
Okay, I one of the last is crazy.
Yes.
It's still hella people that think that. I ain't
I
one of the
mean, it's still
last.
hella
Don't
people
get that.
that think that. I mean, I think that given like depending on the day,
I'm saying it might be Bron, it might be Joe. It's
but you
that
were
close.
more definitive of it
Bron
being
got
Jordan.
LeBron
You
got the
were more
longevity, bro.
definitive on
LeBron.
it being Jordan.
Yeah, for a long
I
time.
would say LeBron's longevity and what he has done throughout his career has made a lot of people change their stance on it. Like
MJ
we
ain't come
haven't
back
talked
down
GOAT
from
talk.
3-1.
We haven't talked GOAT talk in a long time as a collective. You know what I'm saying? Like it's looking like Braun more and more each day. Braun does something new, and yeah, Braun has the most points of all time, and he's going to take it to a point where it might not be attainable again.
Now, while we're giving this man his flowers, I can also criticize because I got some things I need to say to
All
Mr.
right,
LeBron
hold
James.
before you get there. Before you get there. Oh no, I already talked about no contest. 3-point contest. Who won the 3-point contest? Oh, your boy won a 3-point contest.
What you mean who won? The
Your boy
fuck?
won a 3-point.
Not
Yo,
Cam
your
Johnson.
boy,
That's for
and he
damn
came
sure.
in dead last. He came in dead last. The Nets came in
all
freaking
right.
lose correctly, dog. They can't even
all
lose
right.
correctly.
All right.
That man,
And
Cam Johnson.
didn't I tell you another Heat player was gonna win that shit? Didn't I tell you?
You
And who
supposed to
got
say that. You're
who
supposed
got
to say that. You're a
who
Heat
got
fan.
5 different Heat
You're
players?
supposed to
Who
say
got
that.
5 different Heat
You're
players to
supposed
win a
to.
3-point contest?
You're supposed to say that. You're a Heat fan.
Who got 5 different players to win a 3-point
You're
contest?
supposed to say that. You're a Heat fan.
Who has
You're
5
supposed
different
to say
players?
that. I'm not about to answer that dumb question, bro. Like you not about to just make me do this, bro. I'm sorry. No, we
Now it's a dumb
the
question
answer's
because you hating.
obvious. The answer's obvious.
No, it's not. What's
Yes, it
the
is.
answer?
If you ask the question, the
It's
answer's obvious.
so I got people that don't follow sports that are watching. Do you think they know?
I think they know you, and they know if you're asking the question and the way that you're presenting the question, it
No,
must be Heat.
no,
It
no.
must be the Heat. It must be the Heat.
They don't know that.
Anyways,
What
I
if I
will
ain't telling
say
my
it was
team?
cool. Hold on. I will say it was cool at the after party, whatever. Tyler Hero had the trophy with him, and Dwayne Wade said he listed out all the guys that won it, and he was like, "It's only right you put that Heat jersey on you in the 3-point contest. You bring home that hardware or whatever he said." I don't know the quote verbatim, but he said something along the lines of that. So
If you gonna quote D Wade, know the quote.
damn, man, like what's all this? You just defending everybody against Bryce today. You just defending everybody against me today.
You don't see that?
I do see that, but ain't no
Oh,
23
okay.
back there.
It could
And
be.
you was defending Braun heavy just now. Ain't no
Heavy is
6, ain't no
crazy.
23 back there.
Heavy is crazy. He got 2 chips with us.
He
It's
do.
always love.
He do. I get that.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Let him play
Anyways,
for the Nets. Wouldn't have heard the end of that.
You
As a matter
wouldn't
of
have.
fact, you wouldn't have been a fan when he was
You
there. So
wouldn't
never
have.
mind.
Oh my gosh, I knew this shit was coming, bro. Anyways, All
Would
Star.
you become a fan?
Would I have became a fan if he got to the Nets
Like if he
earlier?
stayed there and then eventually Kyrie and KD still go there, would you become a fan?
I probably might have would have
Like
came
once
around to
LeBron
it.
left,
I don't know. I don't know.
because I feel like you was like,
Alternate
man, fuck
universe,
the
I feel
Nets.
like listen, alternate universe, I feel like I would have been a fan like when Vince Carter got there. So I think I would have been a fan from then. Because Vince Carter is one of my favorite players, bro. Like not even kidding. Vince Carter's always been one of my favorite players.
What school you went to?
He went to North Carolina.
Oh, see. Don't. Hey, you lucky you took the things down
Vince
before them
Carter,
people on Sleeper saw it.
Vince.
Because they'd have been like, I know that's not Vince in the background.
Yeah,
I know that's
that's
not who I
not
think it
Jordan.
is. They'd have been on your head, boy.
I know. I
They'd be
know.
like, see, I knew he wasn't a real Duke fan. He got Vince Carter in the background.
Listen, I'm just an appreciator of good basketball. I like players
That's
for
not a
their whole
lie now.
career.
That's not a lie now. You said good basketball?
Great basketball. I think that's what my Instagram bio says. I changed my Instagram bio the other day.
This man, I got a line on Instagram.
Appreciator of great hoops.
You're appreciative of players that only get buckets.
Great hoops is great hoops.
That's not great hoops.
I mean, I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying. I'm appreciative of great hoops. That's my identity now.
No, you're appreciator of people getting buckets. And that's it.
Is that not part of being great? Is that not part of great hoops?
No.
Is watching Shea Gilgeous-Alexander not part of great hoops?
Yeah, but he does a lot of other stuff too.
Okay.
He defends, he facilitates, all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gets to the free throw
Yeah.
line. He ain't
Yeah.
just out here chucking. Cam.
Ain't nobody mention Cam Thomas.
Cause you know who I'm. Cause you know
Okay, but I
why.
like other players other than Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas hasn't played at all this season. He played the first part of the season, and they're milking this injury because they're trying to get in draft position this year.
All right, well, let's not act like that man just out here just adding wins.
Bro, Cam Thomas is on the court. It's a positive outcome, like most of the time, bro. Like when Cam Thomas plays good, it translates. It is a proven fact. It is a proven fact. Cam Thomas plays winning freaking basketball. Okay, I ain't want to talk about the Brooklyn Nets on this damn podcast, but we supposed to be talking All Star. I did not want to put on my Nets cape. I did not want to
Winning
put my Nets cape
basketball?
on.
What do you consider winning basketball?
Making winning plays, scoring down the stretch, defending, facilitating.
And you just put Cam Thomas in that conversation?
I'm not putting just Cam Thomas in that conversation. But I'm
Hey,
saying
what you
that
smoking over there, bro? What you smoking over there?
I do not smoke. I do not partake in that activity. Too crazy. Woo! Anyways, I freaking hate you, Tariq, bro. I really do sometimes, bro. Like I really like can I live? Like Jigga said, man, can I live? Like, damn.
Oh man.
Reek don't let me live
Yes,
for nothing, bro.
That ain't true at all. What you do don't affect me. I just say, hey, dang, that's crazy. That's
All it
it.
says, I'm an appreciator of good hoops, great hoops. Like UCLA and USC last week, that was great hoops.
What was your favorite part of Juju's performance?
Her 8 blocks.
I knew you was gonna lie and say that.
Lions say that.
Name your favorite block.
The last one on Lauren.
That's the first one you can remember.
That was just the first one was the last one, or it's like another one. She had a couple on Lauren. She had one on Kiki too. I was like, yeah, get that shit out of here. I was like, come on. I was in here yelling.
You was yapping. So you team USC over here.
Team Juju, dog.
So you against my dogs out in Poly Pavilion.
If we talking
Noted.
I'm supporting. Yeah,
Noted.
yeah,
Noted.
yeah.
Noted. You
I
know
would say
what?
I would support
We're gonna put
Georgia
a
winning
pool
that.
together. We're gonna put a pool together,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna bet on it. We're gonna put a pool together. We both gonna pick 3 teams, and if one of those teams wins, then that's the bet. We got to get somebody. We got to come up with what the bet is. But I'm assuming you gonna pick Notre Dame, USC, and South Carolina,
There you go.
and I'm
We
gonna
even
go.
got it. There you
I'm gonna go
go.
UConn, UCLA, and then it would have to be either like LSU or Texas. I'd have to choose,
Oh, I know
and
you probably
then
gonna go Texas.
one of those teams win. Then whatever the bet is the bet. Like, mm, I have to see. I have to
Another
see.
jersey. We haven't done a
I'm
jersey
about to say
bet. We
Jersey
haven't done a jersey bet in a minute.
or nah. That'll be too far out.
No, let's do a jersey. Let's do a jersey bet. Let's do a jersey
Yeah,
bet, and then
I was gonna say
out of the
if the
3 teams,
A1s was coming out like in
they come
like
out in May.
April, if they was coming out in like April, I'd be like whoever loses got to get the other one. Got to get the other ones.
Pair of
A1s.
A1s. That would have been a cool
That'd be
bet.
crazy.
That would have been a cool bet. But I'll
That'd be
say,
crazy.
but we could do the jersey. We could keep it a college jersey too, because all their jerseys are available now because of NIL. So shout out to NIL for something. But yeah, you make it a jersey bet, and it would have to be the jersey of the team that wins.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do we get to pick the player though?
Yes. Obviously, yeah. So if
Okay, bet.
if UConn wins, you can get an AZ Flood jersey if you want
Oh
that.
well, if South Carolina win, I'm
If
getting
South
you
Carolina
Tahina.
wins.
I don't care who you want. I'm getting you Tahina.
What? No one
You be
want
like, yeah,
Malaysia jersey?
I'm about to say you gonna be like, yeah, let me get that Malaysian. I'm like, I got you, and then you gonna get it, and that shit gonna be a 0. You gonna be like, this man.
I mean, I wouldn't mind it. Tahina tough too, but
Watch how you speak now. See, that's the third time. First
third
it was
time,
Braun.
right?
First you was talking crazy about Braun, then you talking crazy about D Wade. You start talking crazy about Tahina, it's gonna be problems.
I said I wouldn't mind because Tahina's tough too.
Oh, all right.
That's what
She
I
molding tough.
said.
Molding tough.
Yeah. Arguably the best shooter in the nation, yeah.
All right. Just make sure
Anyway,
you know.
so your all-star comments because we've talked far too long.
Yeah.
And I said we should have started
Yeah.
the show with this, but you wanted to start the show on a victory lap, so.
What you trying to say? You trying to say I shouldn't have taught women's basketball first? What's wrong with that?
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying,
Oh, all right. I'm just curious.
go ahead. Because I
Well,
knew this
perfect
wouldn't have
timing,
took as
P.
long.
Perfect timing, P. See how I did that?
Okay,
See?
maybe it is perfect
Now I'm about
timing.
to talk about his boy. He just got
Maybe
in.
it is
Yeah.
perfect timing. Word to cut, perfect timing.
Mind your tone. Mind your tone next time. All right? Mind your tone next time. Mind your tone. Because we done had some heavy NBA episodes, right?
We did.
And what do a lot of our fans come to us for? Women's basketball talk. So we started with it today. And that's okay.
It's fine, bro. It's the two of us,
Oh,
bro.
all
It's
right.
cool.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm fine with it. Well, whatever. But Sunday night, NBA All Star.
Mr. Codename Davis.
They introduced a new format, a tournament like format that featured a team drafted by no other than Kitty Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, and the winning team of the Rising Stars Challenge, which was a pretty good squad. It featured Safar Castle, Don Connect. I want to say Amin Thompson was the last addition to that team, and some others.
Keontae George, Zach Edey.
Keontae George, yeah. I couldn't remember off the top. I remember Keontae George.
Just disrespecting the other folk.
Yo, what team?
Yeah, it's some
so
other dudes.
if women's team won, what team would he have been on?
Both.
They would have had. I feel like they would have made a replacement.
They wouldn't have to play each other. He had to play both. Nah, they would have.
They would have made a replacement for Wemby.
Yeah, they definitely replaced him.
Yeah.
But Mr. Codename Davis, the first call out is from Mr. LeBron James. LeBron Raymond James. if you knew you wasn't gonna play, why would you wait till the day of? And I don't mean the day of. I mean like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Game at 8:30, 5 o'clock. Something about.
Got a late
Oh yeah,
scratch.
I got I got ankle and foot soreness, so I won't be playing today.
Like that's
You
ever
knew you
stopped you,
wasn't
LeBron.
playing. You knew you wasn't playing. And this is what it comes down to. Everybody's blaming certain players, certain people. Let's keep it a buck. If LeBron go out and play, and I'm not saying go out and play 100%. If LeBron go out and play hard, is everybody else gonna play hard?
That's what set the tone. That's what. Oh, Braun wants it. Oh,
Well,
Braun playing.
who was the guy that set the tone in 2020? Who
Braun
was
for
the one
sure.
that said, "Yeah, we're gonna go out here, we're gonna play hard in 2020," and then everybody follows suit?
LeBron.
Oh, okay. So you mean to tell me that if LeBron say, I don't really feel like playing hard, I'm gonna just go out here and just be like Tedesco, why would everybody else not do the same thing? If LeBron gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Right?
This still your league, bro.
If he say, hey, you know what, I'm not playing today, watch your Ant, watch your Steph, watch your Kyrie, watch your KD, watch it anybody.
And I got another objection here. You could have still suited up for the pitcher, dog. You could have still suited up for the pitcher. Like, yeah, you might have not been okay to play, but like, bro, like, come the freak on, bro. Come the freak on, bro. It's All-Star, bro. Supposed to be your 21st in a row. You want to sit? You want to bring 3 different pairs of shoes to the damn game and show off your new Nike Player Edition shoes? Just for Kevin Hart to put his low out foot on them and be like, "Look, I'm in Braun shoes. Braun not even open."
P glazing. P in the
He said
comments.
we losing the
First
plot.
of all,
Yo, King lost the plot.
First of all, I said when I said 2020, if he decided to play hard, I'm talking about in the All-Star game, not in the finals. I'm talking about in the All-Star game. He decided he spoke out and said everybody needs to play hard. Everybody's gonna play hard this game because it meant something because Kobe had just passed. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
And everybody followed suit.
And because
I'm not saying
Kobe's
it's solely on LeBron,
All-Star,
but
yeah.
LeBron plays a big part. LeBron plays a big part in this All-Star game.
He is the reason why people tune into this. A lot of people know LeBron. A lot of people don't know Alprin Sengun.
Yo, P hell, bro.
Hey, we saw Cam Johnson get the lowest score in the first round of All-Star Weekend. That's what we saw. We saw.
Left his ass at home.
For real. They picked Devon Johnson. They should have picked Keon Johnson if he was going to do that.
Ugh, he got 4. That'd have been even worse. We would not want to see that.
They should have picked D'Angelo Russell if he was going to do that.
But look. I don't think it's all LeBron's fault. I'm just saying
it's not all LeBron's fault. It's not.
He plays a part. And if you don't think he plays a part in the game being what it is,
then stop watching basketball.
You talking to Pete. I was just going to say you glazing a little bit.
Oh, I was
Pete glazing a little bit.
He said my fault. Every time Pete says my fault, I trip.
My fault.
He like, man, my fault.
I ain't mad, bro, but the discourse is bad. Now, when I say this about other stuff, you be saying I take stuff too serious, but that's okay. That's okay, P. All I'm saying is he plays a part. I'm not saying he plays a huge part or that he's the main reason, the main coach. I think everybody plays a part. Everybody decides what they want to do. But I think LeBron does play a big part.
Yeah, for as long as he's in the lead, bro, like people are following your lead.
I wouldn't say that. I think once Kobe retired, it became the person that they looked at was Braun because you got to think about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Up until 2015, 2016, it was that was like 13 years in LeBron's career at that point. So he was never the guy when it came to like All-Star weekend, because you had Tim Duncans, you had Kobe's, you had Shaq's, you
Yeah,
had Kevin Garnett's,
yeah.
who, if they're there, they're forcing, I ain't gonna say they're forcing, but they're putting out
They're
a certain
setting the
intensity. Like, hey,
tone
we
as
playing hard.
the
We're
older
not just gonna
guys.
go out here and just play around.
Yeah,
When LeBron became that guy, he was like, hey, it's All-Star weekend, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna chill. And again, if that's what he want to do, cool, by all means. And I'm not mad that he didn't play because, oh, we wanted to see you play. We see LeBron play in 20 All-Star games. My thing was, you knew you weren't going to play. Somebody else could have had that spot. Same thing with Anthony Edwards. He knew he wasn't going to play. Somebody else could have had that spot that wanted to play and that was going to play hard.
I didn't
Because
even
there were
notice
dudes that went out in
Edwards
those
like that.
All-Star games and that played hard. And then, so that's what I had to say about Braun. KD, Mr. Kevin Durant, Mr. Durantula.
I'm glad you're bringing this up because I got something to bring up in response to what the hell Kevin Durant was saying. Because somebody brought up a great point.
My thing is,
Mister, don't be
oh, go ahead.
anyway, shut that. Anyway, shut that. Can't say about this. That was a problem. Everybody was man. Why be this oblivious, bro? Every time, like KD always does this dumb. Ooh, Kevin always does this, bro. Kevin always act like he innocent when he's not.
He's playing a victim.
Right. Always acting. Oh, he the emotional one. He acting like, bro. Where is this tweet at? Where is this tweet at, bro? Where is this tweet at? All right. The tweet that he said, right? He said, I think it's more fun to complain about the NBA than actually watch it. Crazy. Cancel All-Star weekend and just give everybody a break since we're so miserable around this time. Bro, we just want y'all to play. Play the game y'all love to play. Hey, hold on. I'm going to play a clip.
Is it like 4 different teams?
Yeah, 4 teams, 6 players each. I think they're drafted by like Kenny and Shaq and Chuck, and then it's like a tournament style, first to 40 points.
I hate it. Absolutely hate it. It's terrible. All-Star game, formats changing. All the formats terrible in my opinion. And we should just go back to East-West. Just play a game.
You talking about us complaining? That sounds like you complaining. You complaining just like us. Just like us. You probably complain more than us on your burner accounts. Kev does this all the time. Kev do stuff. Kyrie too. They do stuff. And they act like what they do is acceptable. What they do is
Gospel.
that, or like what they do is Teflon, you know, like oh, it's fine, it's acceptable. I can do this to get away with it. I can blow up a team. I can be the problem and not be a problem. Don't make it a problem that I'm the problem here. Oh, because I'm doing this for man, like no, bro, no, stop that stuff, man. Y'all got me about to freaking curse, bro. Stop that, man. The self-awareness is 0 to none. You got as much self-awareness as waves in your freaking head. None. At all. Like, bro. Us as fans, we just want to see. You know what I did after the All-Star game on Sunday, Tariq? You know what I did? I watched the 2001 All-Star game to let me know what a real All-Star game looked like, because they come from a different cloth than these NBA All-Stars today. These All-Stars was down. Going to that full court, they came back and won. Came back and won that game by 1. West All-Stars missed a shot at the end. Them boys celebrated. They had pride. That was real love in the game, bro. And you want to talk about having real love, real passion for the game. Like, when y'all coming and playing our face every freaking February, the way y'all do, y'all don't show that I got passion and real love for the damn game, man. We ain't asking y'all to go play Game 7, but play with some damn urgency, man. Play how y'all want to play. We just had people crying. Woody Gobert cried because he wasn't an all-star. Y'all make big deals about Trae Young getting snubbed from being an all-star every year, and he gets in as a replacement every year. If it matters that much to y'all, then show that it matters to y'all, man. Show us. Y'all just want to look fly and look cool, be on the sideline during Saturday night, not being involved in none of this, and just, all right, we just here chilling. Man, go chill on the court. Go on the court. Do something. Give us a freaking show, man. Well, we paid for it. And when I say we, I mean the fans that go out and pay for it. I ain't paid for a damn thing yet in terms of All-Star. Only thing no, because those are gifts. But to the fans that pay their hard-earned money in this economy to watch y'all put on that presentation, that y'all, Adam Silver, you should be ashamed of your damn self. Yeah, this going back to Adam Silver too. This going back to everybody, the whole league getting clips. Clips for everybody, man. I'm sorry, bro. No, I'm not holding back, bro. What y'all sat there and had all these damn presentations, all these damn influencers and initiatives and all this other stuff that didn't matter, it was more of that than it was basketball being played. I love Kevin Hart, but don't bring him to the All-Star game, do that empty stuff again, bro. It didn't provide nothing to the game. It didn't provide nothing. If y'all gonna have the MC, y'all should have. Y'all want to try to do this whole. Y'all was trying to bring Kevin Hart as the All-Star game MC or whatever. I'm thinking he's gonna be on the court like Rucker Park. No, he just in there talking in between damn timeouts. Telling a damn joke to damn Shea Gilgeous for 5 minutes. I'm on break for 30 minutes. I ain't got time to see all that. Like, it was more outside nonsense than it was basketball being played this All-Star weekend, man. Tuck away and lost from the play. Y'all gotta fix this. Y'all going to LA next year, Intuit Dome, NBC, take notes and fix all of this next year. Please. Please. Please.
Burnett Carpenter.
Don't prove I'm right. Prove me wrong this shit, damn it. Come on, man. Y'all losing ratings, y'all wondering why. I should have had a warner for those that are listening to this with headphones, but by now they probably done turn the volume down. But man, get y'all act together, man. Get y'all act together, bro. The format was cool, but it would have been cooler if there was more basketball being played than it was. Now, I will shout out the presentation for coming through and highlighting inside the NBA. Because yes, those guys have been pivotal and essential to All-Star Weekend, to the league for the last however many years. Granted, it's not the greatest analysis. It's not the greatest on that front, but entertainment-wise, they're there. They're those guys. They're what makes the product great on that front. So they got their flowers as they should. They gave us plenty of moments throughout the years. So shout out to the NBA for getting that right. But everything else freaking wrong. Anyways, man, you got a word for Draymond, bro?
Before I get to that, I just wanted to say to Kevin, we are, as consumers and lovers of basketball, we are allowed to address our concerns. And most of, I don't say most of, but a lot of the things that I saw, I'm curious to know what he thinks the complaining was about, because the effort was better,
Yes, I will say that. Yeah, they play good basketball. And the little
but
bit of
they had
basketball
no
they did play,
choice.
they played good basketball.
They had no choice because it was literally all on them. It was make it or break. And you can blame Adam Silver. I personally am not. The only thing I'll say about Adam Silver is he's too nice.
He
Outside
not
of
cut
that,
from the David Stern cloth of commissioners.
so let me ask you this. Your GM, your boss, would you rather be David Stern or Adam Silver?
I can respect David Stern because David Stern was direct and got things done. I don't like I got a boss like damn Adam Silver that's passive as hell. All right, I don't like that
Though.
fake nice BS.
How is he fake nice?
Well, I'm not saying he fake nice, but I you know what? Let's pivot because this about to I'm about to crash out again. Like I don't need that. All right, it's 10 p.m. But honestly, people thought Stern was too stern on the league. It was right there. And they saw the silver lining with Adam. See, I gotta be unserious after being serious for a point in time, right? But I think Adam Silver has done good with certain things in his career as commissioner. Um, but I mean, I feel like he doesn't have the respect at the level as David Stern had from the players. I think the respect levels are different. Or for one, I mean, based on stories that I've heard from players and just the way people have talked about both. But on top of that, I will say I think Adam Silver he's still the guy for the job. Like he just has to I don't know, like he has to be able to get through to the players a little more, because it's just like David Stern wouldn't be letting this happen. Like, no, you're not about to let he was a guy that nipped things in the bud quick. You're not about to embarrass my product. You're not about to we are number one, or you're not about to act this way or like whatever. Like he put his foot down. Those guys are kind of I don't want to say walking over Adam Silver, but it's like it comes off as
You
such
gotta
sometimes.
stop this shit, bro. You gotta stop this shit, bro.
What, they cut from the different cloth? Cloth top? You don't like cloth top?
Yes, that shit.
I
And this
work in
David Stern
retail.
shit. Like, respect to David Stern. Rest in peace to David
Rest
Stern.
in peace to David
Can we
Stern.
stop like this man is Jesus, bro? When the league has been at its best, Adam Silver's been the commissioner. Let's stop acting like David Stern just had this league just fucking miles. He walked
saved
into
the
fucking
league.
Michael Jordan. He walked into Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan. Nobody's fucking that up. Can we stop acting like this nigga was out here just running shit? Like he was just, yeah, no, this shit not happening under me. Out of here. We hear all these people on player podcasts talking about smoking all kinds of shit, right? Who was the commissioner? When OJ Mayo got fucking kicked out the league, who was the commissioner? Not David Stern. Not David fucking Stern. So can we stop acting like he was just doing shit just to do? No. You like the in-season tournament?
I like it. I rock with it.
Who came up with it?
Adam Silver.
Do you like the play-in tournament?
It's cool.
Who came up with it?
That's under Adam Silver as well.
Oh, okay. All this overseas shit. Who's done more now? Who's done more?
Who's done more overseas? I mean, yeah, they've had more global games during his tenure than they have.
Man has them playing basketball in Africa. Kids playing basketball in Africa.
in
David Stern was doing that.
They played
Africa too.
Well, I mean, they had basketball over borders. They did have the Africa program for a while. But I'm saying,
okay, but that shit is way better now. No,
it is. Yes, the game is growing. Yes.
Okay, and who's to thank for that? Who's to thank for that?
Bro, David Stern laid the groundwork for Adam Silver, bro.
You can say that literally anything. You can say that with Michael Jordan, LeBron. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You're sitting here talking like David Stern.
Both the credit at the moment.
No, you're not. You didn't give no credit to Adam Silver. You didn't give no credit to Adam Silver. You just shadowed him for 5 minutes and said that he's not cutting the same cloth. Fuck that cloth talk. I'm done with that shit.
I said David Stern laid the groundwork for Adam Silver to be doing the stuff that he's doing right now.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
I just said that. Didn't I say that? I just said David Stern laid the groundwork.
After 5 minutes of talking shit about Adam Silver, that's what you said. You didn't say that during the 5 minutes.
Right. I said it, right? But I still said it. I still give him credit. I
fucking went at your head about it. You didn't say it originally.
This is what a conversation is about. We talk
that's not a dialogue. That's you changing it. That's you changing your dialogue because I got on your ass. No, that's you changing it because I got on your ass.
It's a conversation. Yes.
No, it's not.
I can't change.
I let you talk. I didn't say shit. Then when I start talking, you was like, yeah, you're right. I'll switch up. Fuck that.
No, because
stand on business. Stand on what you said.
Bro, it's not a debate. It's a discussion. It's not a viewpoint that I have versus the viewpoint that you're having.
No, it's a debate, my nigga.
It's not a debate. Why not? It does not need to be a debate.
Oh, so you're not covering that cloth then? Fuck that.
I'm not covering that cloth because I don't want to debate.
No,
I provided a point. You provided a point. We're having a conversation about the point. And after having a talk with it, I have a changed stance on it.
Yeah, all right.
So I can't change my stance in the conversation?
No.
We're not in court.
The fuck where we at?
We're not in court. We're not debating anything. I provided my thoughts. You provided your thoughts. Because you provided your thoughts.
That's not what happened.
I have a changed viewpoint on the thought.
That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Because this is not the first time that you've come on this fucking podcast and said David Stern this, David Stern that, and I let that shit ride. Now when I finally speak up about the shit, you right. Oh, I'll switch up. No,
stand on your shit. My viewpoint.
Stand on your shit.
I stood on it.
You sit here and made it seem like David Stern just shut everything down. That shit did not fucking happen. He didn't
shut everything down.
But that's what you just said.
But I'm saying it was certain
that shit wouldn't happen under David Stern. That shit wouldn't happen under David Stern.
Certain things he wasn't letting fly.
Kobe Bryant and fucking Shaq when he was in the league. Of course they was gonna be on their shit. When LeBron James says, "Hey, I'm going to the Miami Heat," who the fuck can stop him from doing that?
No one.
Nobody. All right then.
Yeah, he's a free
so
agent.
Once he does that's ripple effects. Adam Silver can't do shit about that.
No.
Once he does that, that's ripple effects. Adam Silver can't do shit about that.
No,
that's when all this shit changed.
Yes.
Not because David Stern moved on or passed away. Adam Silver came in and you know what? It's about the players. The players bring in the money, right or wrong.
That's a fact. We watch for the players. We don't watch for Adam Silver.
Exactly. So why are we talking about David Stern? Why are we talking about David Stern like David Stern was just this godly man?
I'm not saying because he's a godly man.
David Stern on the screen. We fucking with David Stern.
Oh my gosh, that's not where I was getting at, bro. I'm getting at a fact. Listen, me bringing up David Stern was under his NBA. Players acted a certain way, had a certain conduct.
That's not true.
That is true.
Bro, I just told you how many people got a podcast where they was talking about they was high and all kinds of shit before the game. When was that?
Yes, they were.
During David Stern shit, so it wasn't.
Bro, in the damn Last Dance, they're talking about how they were doing fucking crack.
And that was before him.
Sure, yes. You can do anything as long as you get away with it and then the statute of limitations.
Malice had the balance happen with who?
David Stern is suspended from them boys for the whole season after that, right?
But did that shit has to happen under Adam Silver?
But
they don't respect him. They don't respect him.
No. You just bringing up different situations now and bringing up how instead of bringing up how we got to a certain point, you bring up a situation how it happened, and you didn't bring up how why it hasn't happened again, right?
It hasn't happened because Adam Silver has actually handled these situations. When shit happens with the crowd, they get the fuck out of the game. They don't come back.
They don't. Those guys haven't came back.
David Stern didn't do that.
Those guys haven't came back.
David Stern didn't do that.
All right. I'm just saying,
so are you done acting like David Stern is just the GOAT, just the greatest thing to ever touch the
I'm not saying
dirt?
he's the GOAT, but I'm saying things were different under his tenure. Under his NBA, they were different.
Yeah, am I tripping? Please tell me if I'm tripping or not.
I'm not saying you are tripping.
I legitimately sat there and listened to you talk and big up David Stern for 5 minutes, my dog. 5 minutes. Within a minute and a half of me saying what I said about David Stern, you switched up completely and acted like you wasn't just doing what you did for David Stern. Again, that's not the first time. It's not the second time. It's definitely not even the third time. You've done that shit a lot. And it always comes back to that cut from a different cloth. It's always that cut from a different cloth shit. Can we dead that shit? What the fuck does that even mean? I asked you that shit last week and you couldn't tell me. So I'm genuinely what the fuck does that mean? Because LeBron got drafted in 03. Is he cut from that cloth or no?
LeBron is cut from that cloth.
But based off of what he be doing, he's not. He's
changed.
So he no longer cut from that cloth, is what you telling me.
I'm telling you, Nike dry fit shirt done got changed the way it got made throughout the years. It's still a Nike dry fit shirt. Just made with new technology. That's LeBron James.
So LeBron is no longer cut from that cloth.
Bron's cut. Bron is forever cut from that cloth. I'm sorry, he's Bron. Bron got.
Is KD cut from that cloth? Is KD cut from that cloth?
KD's cut from that cloth.
Even with all the shit he be doing.
His cloth ain't as tough as Bron's, but it's.
Now we measuring cloths.
Yeah. Listen, the cotton polyester blend be different on certain t-shirts, bro. You get a Gildan and you get a Hanes t-shirt, the blends are different. Anyways, man, I don't think I was going off that long on David Stern. 5 minutes on David Stern is crazy. I don't think I was saying it. I don't think it was 5 minutes. Might have been one,
bro.
And I was trying to bring up David Stern for the fact that I was saying that yes, things were different under his tenure because they had a certain code of conduct during that time. Not saying these players get away with a lot of stuff, but it's not like I think of like how Melo was talking about what he had going on and his thoughts.
I knew he was gonna say that.
It is like you see that, and then it's like I don't want to say it's not going on now because obviously Adam Silver has had his talks with players. Like he had his talk with Kyrie whenever Kyrie's posting anti-Semitic stuff, and he had his talk with other players. Definitely probably met with John Morant, if I'm not mistaken, when he had his situation. So I mean, it's a lot of things that are consistent there. Okay, but in terms of the All-Star game, it doesn't seem like that connection is there. It seems like, hey, we're doing this, that, and that, and they're laughing in his face. Like last year when they ran it up, and there was like they had the legends come in the locker room. It's like, yo, take this game serious, it's that, not whatever. Like you guys need to whatever, and they laughed in their face, like Paul George mentioned on his.
They grown ass men, bro. They grown ass men. What is he supposed to do?
I don't know. I don't know what there is to do to fix the All-Star game.
But you're making it seem like this shit has only happened under Adam Silver. Like Adam Silver not being stern has caused them to do this. They did did way worse shit under David Stern.
Though. Yeah. All right.
And the shit that you're talking about is him making them wear suits to games.
Yeah.
That's really what you mean.
I mean, it's
because
that. Yeah.
AI was wearing do-rags and jerseys and all kinds of shit, and he was like, no, y'all gotta look a certain way. That's really what it came down to.
It's a reflection of the league.
My man's was getting his hair braided on the fucking sideline, and they was like, yeah, code of conduct.
Yeah. Made a rap album, and the rap album had a bunch of sounded like.
So you think? So what you telling me is players shouldn't have as much freedom as they do right now? That's what you telling me.
I'm pro player. No, I'm pro player. I think players should be able to do what they or not whatever they want.
So then you should be pro Adam Silver.
I mean, listen, I like a lot of things that are going on with the league, you know, and I like a lot of things that he has brought to the league. All right, I like Adam Silver, but I'm saying he is in charge of all of this and implementing. Like when I point the finger at Adam Silver, it was more so about the whole presentation BS and all the influencer BS and stuff that they brought this year. Like
He's
that
trying to bring
falls under
eyes
him.
to a game that the players are causing to lose.
We want to watch the game. We don't want to watch Mr. Beast.
Yeah, but not enough people watching the game, so you gotta bring this other shit in.
Bro,
That's what I'm
no.
saying.
So you're trying to bring all right. So who are you trying to bring in? Because if we like
It don't matter who you bring
who are
in.
you trying who are you trying to bring in? Who are you trying to bring in? So you're trying to bring kids in.
Who watches Mr. Beast, dude? Kids.
Kids watch Mr.
Who watches Kai Cenat? Kids.
Yeah. So that's cool for
Who
that's
watches
cool
Drewski?
for the
Kids.
influencer game. That is cool for the celebrity game. That is cool for the celebrity game, right? Get somebody to jump over Cossanet in the dunk contest. Cool. That's cool.
That's
right?
not impressive though. He's 5'4".
And it's like,
That's different.
all right, get Duke Dennis. He's 6 foot. Whatever. Get somebody from A&P or get the whole A&P and jump over A&P next year. Like, whatever. I don't care. Do something. Get Kai whole streaming set up on the court and jump over that. All right.
Oh,
but like it just felt gimmicky, bro.
They had to.
No, they didn't, bro. They did not have to, bro.
Oh
they did
my
not have to,
gosh.
bro. What they had to do was play a good game.
They did. If
What
they
had to
kept
do
it the
was play
same
a
weight,
good
it's
game.
200 to 200 again.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
it's
don't know
not.
what it is. Probably is, but I don't know what it is. I don't know what the answer is.
It's the players. It's
It
on
is-
the players.
it
It's
is
not
on
on
them.
it's not
No,
on
no.
another grown ass man to tell a bunch of grown ass men to go play basketball. It's on them dudes to go out there and play fucking basketball.
Yes.
Adam
ultimately,
Silver
yes.
can't make these dudes want to play no more. He tried to get them more money. The money don't fucking matter.
Yeah,
They
they're
have
playing
to
for
go
a
play.
cause.
And if they don't,
Yes.
turn this shit into the Pro Bowl. Straight like that. That's it. That's it. Because
I'm not.
we can't keep blaming Adam Silver when it's the players that are going out there and not playing. Adam Silver's not a fucking basketball player.
No, he's not, but he's responsible for some of this.
All right, bro.
Bro, everybody has a part to play. It's the NBA, all right? He as commissioner has a part to play in this. Just like the player, the players primarily. Remember, NBA to jump. They had to blame pie. I bring this up all the time. They have to blame pie. Adam Silver gets a piece of that pie. Mr. Beast, Kostanet, Drewski, they get a piece of that pie. Maybe not as big as a piece of the pie as LeBron James, KD, and the rest of the All-Stars. They get the biggest piece of the pie. They are to blame at the most here, yes. But we got to talk about everybody else involvement in this too.
No, we don't. It's
Yes,
the players.
we do.
That's it.
Oh
it's
my
it.
God.
It's the fucking players.
Bro, if it wasn't for this BS format.
Are you shitting me?
Bro, I did not like the format to begin with, but it ended up being
the
cool.
last 3 years of All-Star games have been ass. And you're going to say it's the format?
If they presented it this way.
They scored 200 points last year.
Okay.
In the East versus West.
Bring some incentive to it. Yes, bring some incentive to it.
It's already fucking incentive.
What, being an All-Star?
What more incentive do they fucking need?
Home court in the
They're playing a kids game for damn near billions of dollars, bro. How much more money do you fucking need? They don't give a fuck about the charities.
I'm not saying I'm monetary incentive. I'm saying like something that makes it matter more. Or like
saying the finals don't matter but to 2 damn players on the team. Because how many of them players in the All-Star game actually going to be in the fucking playoffs for one and are actually going to be in the finals? Not that many. They don't give a damn. And then if you do that, then what's the point of fighting for home seeding? But y'all got it. Y'all got it figured out. It's Adam Silver's fault. He shouldn't be trying to fix shit.
It's not his fault. It's not all the way his fault. All I'm saying is it's his fault for this presentation of this gimmick that was this year. All right, I'll say that. And it's the player's fault for it getting to this point. So I agree with you there. Yes, I never disagree with you on that point. It is up to the players ultimately because they're the ones playing the game. They're the ones we're watching. They're the ones that are being selected as all-stars all year. They're the ones that cry about not being an all-star whenever these teams come out, or they when they complain about being snubbed, and then they get on the court and do what they do. I don't know what else it is that has to happen for them to matter, or for them for the All-Star game to matter to them. But it's losing its importance, bro. Anyways, you got a word for Draymond, like I said, bro. Like I asked.
He's a part of the problem too.
Yeah, he is.
But no, the format's shitty. So whatever he was saying was right. So
so now the format is shitty and whatever you're saying is right, but you felt differently.
You just told me the format was shitty. So why should I talk about what the fuck he said?
Because you have a different opinion.
But it don't matter.
It don't matter. So whatever I say goes now. So whatever I say goes now. So whatever I say goes now. So you're stuck on one thing that I said.
No,
but there's two of us on this damn podcast.
No.
Right, bro.
But we're talking in fucking circles at this point.
We're not talking in circles.
You keep saying that it's not. You keep saying that it's not this, but then you turn around and say that it is this.
There's a lot of problems with the product in general. And yes,
look,
Adam Silver
Draymond is a fucking look.
You can talk.
Draymond's a fucking clown because you in the NBA, right? And these younger players, they don't all look up to you, but there are players that are on that Rising Stars team that are like, damn, Draymond is a guy that has done a lot. Is going to be a future Hall of Famer. Some of them going to look at you in that way. Some of them going to look at you the way that Don Connect look at you and say that motherfucker just talking, because that's what the fuck he does. But when we talk about trying to push a product and trying to get people to get back into watching the game, and you got somebody on your fucking pregame show, a 2-hour pregame show, just shitting on the whole thing, shitting on all the players that are playing on the Rising Stars team, calling them fucking 19 under and all kinds of shit, is first of all, it's disrespectful. It's lame. It's clown behavior. Because what do you gain? What is the NBA gain from you going out and doing that? Nothing. And again, this comes down to the players, because Adam Silver wouldn't have had to change the format if they would just fucking play. Everyone said that shit. Vince Carter said it. Jalen Rose said it. Charles Barkley, Kenny, Shaq, they all said it. Candace said it. Reggie Miller said it. This shit happened because the players didn't play. The most we've seen, Steph, KD, Kyrie. Kyrie was actually playing fucking defense on Sunday, and do you know why? Because he didn't want to lose to the Rising Stars. But if you mean to tell me that they put an East versus West and don't change shit, he's gonna play defense like that? The answer is no. The thing that fucked up the format was the stoppages. But the stoppages, that's just part of the problem. That's a part of the problem. But the format itself worked. If they didn't have so many ads and so many timeouts, the shit would have worked. But they had too many ads. They had too much stuff going on the outside. They should have done shit in between games or before the game started. The Mr. B shit should not have happened between games. And then the TNT thing should have been before the games or after the game. Either way, it should have been in between games. The score was 11-1. They stopped the game, and the shit went to giving Inside the NBA their props, which they absolutely deserve, but you can't do that in the middle of the game. And then once the game started up, the players were back to regular all-star behavior. But for Draymond to just continuously continue on his podcast that nobody listens to, and then go on to TNT and just shit on the younger dudes over and over again for no reason at all, which really just seemed like jealousy. He was just mad because when he was a fucking rookie and a sophomore, he wasn't on them teams because he wasn't good enough as a rookie and a sophomore. He was a second round pick and da 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 da. That ain't got nothing to do with these players that are playing right now. They didn't ask for this shit. If y'all would have done y'all job, they wouldn't have to play. That's literally what it comes down to. But let Draymond tell it. Let KD tell it. It's the fans' fault. Let Draymond tell it. They just doing dumb shit for no reason. There was no reason for them to change the format when there was. It's obvious why he changed the format. He said as soon as last year's game was over that he was going to try to do something different. And props to him for trying to do something different and trying to get people to want to go watch the game and trying to get them people to play hard so that the fans and the children that go to the fucking games can leave happy. But God forbid a dude try to continue to grow the game forward and push the game forward the way he has for the past, 15 years that he's been? I think he was like 2011, 2012 when he took over. For the past 14 years that he's been at the head of it. And when you look at the numbers, up until the last, 2 years, had never been better. But again, it's just, I don't know, man. And Draymond be talking like he's like just this head honcho. Like whatever he say is gospel. Whatever he say is like word is bond. 99% of the time, Draymond saying shit, people are not listening. And that's the problem. It's too many people just saying whatever on these huge platforms, and people are like taking it and run with it, or they're believing it. Like, you cannot tell me that it was a good idea for them to have Draymond to go up there and say the shit that he was saying about them young dudes. Them dudes didn't ask for that shit. They didn't ask to be in an All-Star game. They didn't ask to be on All-Star Sunday. When that Sunday court is different, you got to earn that. How about y'all earn it? How about the All-Stars that get voted in and get picked by coaches and their players? How about y'all earn that shit? Because y'all haven't done that shit for years. Like we said earlier, since 2020. It's 2025, and we're still talking about All-Star Weekend and why it hasn't been good. All the creators that were there Saturday night, Friday, and leading up, gone on Sunday. Because the All-Star game fucking sucks. And it sucked for 4 years now. And when a game sucks, when teams play bad, it comes down to the fucking players. The All-Star game has been terrible, and it's the players' fault. Adam Silver tried to fix it. It didn't work perfectly this year. Now he's got to find another way to try to fix it. Now they're talking about bringing in a 1v1 tournament. Now they're talking about USA versus World. Again, that shit might work for 1 year, but then it's going to go back. It's always going to be about the players. Do these young players like Shea and Ant and Tatum, the next guard of people, Wemby, Chet, do they care about this All-Star game? Do they care about the fans enough to go out there and play hard enough to where it don't look like they're just out there trying to shoot 78 threes a game or in a game and score 200 points? Because our GOATs has stopped doing that a long time ago. Bron, KD, Steph, Harden, Westbrook. I wouldn't say Westbrook because Westbrook always play hard. But the GOATs of our generation that we grew up on are either retired or they're in the NBA right now and they half-assed in the All-Star game. Kobe in his last All-Star game was still playing hard. So you mean to tell me that these dudes that say they got years and years left can't go out and play 15 minutes And I'm not saying go out there and play NBA Finals level defense. I'm not saying play NBA regular season defense. Go out there and show effort. Don't give up. Dunk. When we were younger, and again, I meant to say this earlier. Part of the issue is we are no longer children. That's why All-Star Weekend isn't exciting, because we're no longer children, and everyone has all these expectations for shit. The 3-point contest is always fun because literally all you can do is make a 3. If you make a bunch of 3s, people get excited. We're at the point, it's 2025. They've been doing dunk contests since at least 1980. I don't know exactly what year they started, but at least 1980. They gonna run out of dunks. But we keep looking at everybody every year like, oh, this motherfucker doing this, and this motherfucker can't do this. And how many dunks can you do that somebody's gonna say, damn, I already seen that before? Yeah, I already seen that. Oh, that shit's whack. And all the people that saying that shit can't fucking dunk. But we've seen so much growing up that everybody has these expectations for, oh, damn, it ain't been the same since like Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. It's because y'all didn't go. Did we go into that with high expectations? Hell no. We didn't know that shit was going to be crazy. We knew Zach LaVine could jump. We knew Aaron Gordon could jump. We did not know that they was going to do what the fuck they did that night. They didn't. People was hyped for Vince Carter. People did not know he was going to go out there and get 4 fucking 50s. Nobody knew that. If you look at the players on the sideline, every year they're still shocked when they see certain shit. It's just not the same because everybody that's watching now, we're kids. We're not kids no more. That's what it comes down to. Is who is this shit about, and who really wants this shit to be good. Because All-Star games weren't always crazy when we were kids. They went up and down. We knew we were going to see a couple alley-oops. We knew we were going to see a couple breakaway dunks. And then there was going to be defense in the fourth quarter. And then if it was a blowout, then the last 2 minutes is when you seen dudes go up and try to get the East Bays, between the leg dunks, and all kinds of alley-oops and shit. That's what happened. That shit got lost in translation very early on because even before 2020, that shit was going downhill. And in 2020, they got back to regular shit because of Kobe's passing. And then the next year, they just went away from that shit. They named the All-Star Game MVP the Kobe Bryant Award just for them to turn around and treat that shit like it didn't matter. That shit is fucked up to me. Because you got players that played with him, that played against him, that say, oh, man, we love Kobe, we love Kobe. Kobe wouldn't go for this shit. We watch the WNBA All-Star Game every year. We just watched the WNBA versus Olympic team. Did they go out there and not play because they had an Olympic game or they had the Olympics that they was waiting on? But let the NBA players had done that shit before their Olympics. They'd have sat out. Say what you want about the WNBA, but they're going to put their players out there, and their players are going to fucking play hard. Every year. Look, come on now. Every year they're going to play hard. Whether or not they got to go play in the Olympics, whether or not they got a game in 3 days, it don't matter. But with the NBA, they think, oh, I'm LeBron. I could just sit out. I'm Ant. I could just sit out. Oh, I don't got to play hard because this is just vacation. I should be on vacation anyway. But if you didn't get selected as an all-star, you'd be bitching on Twitter and bitching on Instagram and your little Instagram captions talking about, oh, I can't believe I didn't get picked up. That's all I have.
Word. You summed it up pretty well. I do agree that it's mainly on the players. Shit, primarily on the players. They're the ones that take this game where it's at. They just don't. We don't have enough people that love the game as much that much anymore. Like People just don't love basketball like they used to. And honestly, I mean, like you said, yeah, we're getting older, but it's like I feel like it's so weird with this generation because past generations understand whenever is there a time to step up and be the next whatever, like previous generations before. It's like, all right, it's our turn to take over this thing. All right, it's on us now. It's on us now. It's on us now. It's on us now. Our generation doesn't do that, bro. Just hasn't. Just hasn't. It just. I'm just speaking to the times, bro. Just hasn't, bro. Like we wait for things to happen and react to it later and wonder why things aren't cool because we ain't making things cool. Reason why the same people that have been on top of things for the last however many years, like they did the OG thing on for Christmas, and how those guys are still the face of the league. Because nobody in this generation want to step up and be the face of the league. They don't want to take or try and challenge those guys to do so. Tatum won the chip last year, cool. Jokic the year before that, cool. But Steph won a chip still. You had Braun win a chip in 2020. Still faces of the league. Still faces of this decade. Even in rap. Like, the torch about to be passed to who? Nobody. Got the same front runners be in the face of the game. Still. It's time to pass the torch. They dropping the baton. Because ain't nobody there to grab it. But I will say this though. I do have faith and hope in this next generation. In guys like Wemby, maybe Ant, maybe Ja if he's there next year. But it's like based on certain things like how Ant played in the Olympics, how he played last season, how he was after it. Luka in a healthy season, he'll be after it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think they do have a chance here to be those front runners and be the stars of the future and be those guys once Braun, KD, and Steph retire. Like, maybe. But it's going to take more guys like Wemby to do so. Wemby took this whole thing serious. From coming into the weekend, he was like, bro, I ain't here to make friends. I'm an all-star. This is what I grinded for. This is what I dreamed of doing. Like, this is like, if people come with that mindset, sure, it'll be fun, bro. And like, yes, to Draymond's point, only like, yes, that Sunday court is reserved for the all-stars. I get what he's saying there, but those rising stars are they are more than worthy being all-star, being selected as all-stars later on down their career. Like, that's why I didn't like what he said. I like what he said, but I didn't like that point he was trying to make. Like, yes, it should be taken as serious because it's the all-star game. It's the classic, all right? These games are supposed to be fun. We don't want high intensity in these games. We don't want Jaren Jackson Jr. full court pressing. Like, sorry. We don't need that. That's not what we need from the game. We just need a good competitive game that's fun. Shoot threes, ISO clear outs. Like, give us what we want, bro. Y'all know what we want. Quit playing. That's it. But, yeah. Anyways, man, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and the Headband podcast show. Especially if you made it this far. NBA resumes action later on this week. Got some exciting college basketball games on this weekend as well. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in.